I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code Speakeasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. The regular season here in the NFL is over, and we have a lot to discuss tonight because what a game, we just witnessed on Sunday Night Football. Let's bring in the rest of the crew here. Starting off with the creator of this show, the man that funds my pockets, the man losing his mind right now. Knees was knocking after that missed field goal. Emmanuel Ocho in the building.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's how you end the season. That's how you end the season. What a game. Y'all could be watching any show. You're hanging out with us. We do not take it for granted. If it's your first time, welcome into the Speakeasy. Grab a drink, grab a chair, grab a loved one. Let's get to it, Care Bear.
That game was electrifying, and so will the playoffs be. Let's talk about one of the most electrifying players in the history of the NFL, the shiftiest running back to ever step foot on a football field outside of Barry Sanders. He says that himself. I'm talking about the Philadelphia Eagles' all-time leading rusher, the future Hall of Famer, 2'5", 2 Live, LaShawn Shady McCoy.
Did y'all see that game?
Bruh.
Oh my
Y'all
goodness.
playing for the division, y'all playing for playoffs, and yet the kickers is what y'all do? And hardball. Dog.
We're going to save it for later.
This gonna happen. Like, Eagles don't do this dumb shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
We
true.
got good coaching. We got good players.
Whoa,
we win
my
games.
God.
We got a lot to talk about today. Let's also bring in the last member of the group. Last but not least, I'm talking about the man, the head of social. He's going to be running the chat here tonight. Let him know how you feel. Social Trey in the building.
What's happening, fellas? Listen, that was a crazy into the regular season, bruh. Can the playoffs live up to that?
They have to.
They have to.
They have to.
You can't lead into the playoffs.
Wait. The playoffs is without the Colts. It's without the Cowboys. It's without the Browns.
Here we go.
But it's still the Eagles.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, the Eagles are in it. The Eagles are in it.
Get to the show. We got 4,000 people in the chat.
I'm saying we got a lot to talk about here tonight.
Great
Let's start off with Sunday Night Football, the last one of the year in the regular season, as the Ravens took on the Pittsburgh Steelers in a battle for the AFC North, and it was decided tonight. The Steelers got it done, 26-24. A missed extra point followed by a missed 40-yard field goal from center hash. It was the craziest ending we've seen to a game all season. Look, fellas, Ravens come up short again. Who do you guys blame for this Ravens loss?
This one, does anybody have a nail because Harbaugh got a coffin? All you got to do is put the nail in it. We can find a hammer, and if not, just use your heel.
Wow.
It's got to be Harbaugh. Derrick Henry had 126 yards on 20 carries, 6.3 a touch. It's 2nd and 2. Steelers ain't got no timeouts. You're at about the 46. Just hand the ball off. Because guess what? If you hand the ball off, you want to know what Ronnie Staley's not going to be doing? He's not going to be cheating in the backfield to have to pass protect. So there's not going to be a 5-yard penalty. So it's not going to go from 2nd and 2 to 2nd and 7 to 3rd and 7 to 4th and 7, and then you need heroics. You hand the ball off, but okay. Unanimous MVP Lamar Jackson, he makes right what Harbaugh made wrong. Great. Then how come, with 12 seconds left and a timeout in your pocket, does Lamar Jackson take a knee in the middle of the field? You got a future first ballot Hall of Famer in Derrick Henry. You live by the Derrick, you die by the Derrick. Run the ball and get 5 to 10 yards closer. He's averaging 6.3 a touch. Maybe get 6.3 yards closer. I get it. Derrick Henry's fumbled before. If you can't trust Derrick Henry with the game on the line, with all due respect, you can't trust Derrick Henry nor yourself. Run the ball. Get closer, solidify the game. Now, kicker make the kick, but I'm blaming Harbaugh for now.
Yeah, I blame, that's why I don't like kickers. Y'all laugh all the time. Why you look at this? Is why.
Talk to him,
These dudes putting all this hard work into it, and all you gotta do is kick a ball. You can't do that. You mixing extra points, all type of stuff. But anyway,
I'm going to Harbaugh. Acho said a lot of it, but simple things like it's 2nd and 2, right? I think it's like 40-something seconds left. You got 3 timeouts. The next play, they threw the ball with Lamar, and it was a flag on the I think it was like holding.
Yeah.
Or no. The tackle was in the backfield. Right? So then it went from 2nd and 2 to 2nd and 7. My thing is, eliminate all that. Holding all that. Just run the ball. You got Derrick Henry. You got 3 timeouts. Matter of fact, everything's on the menu. Because where you at position-wise on the field, you can run it, you can throw, you can play action.
Cook 2-5.
You can do whatever you want. I just can't. I always ask people this all the time when we talk about the Ravens. What's Harbaugh do good? Because he came in as a special team coach, correct? What's he do good, though? What's he really do? Because offensive-wise, it's like they have no true identity. Because if your identity is running the ball with Derrick Henry, run the ball with Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Can I get? Let me go real quick, 2-5. Because at the point in which you just saw Boswell mix an extra point, in your mind, Harbaugh, get as close as possible. Because you just saw a better kicker, more veteran kicker, on the opposing sideline crumble in the midst of that pressure. So if you, as a head coach for 15, 20 years now, just saw another more veteran kicker crumble in the midst of that pressure, what do you think you should do? Make it as easy on that kicker as possible. Make it fail-proof. Prime Justin Tucker is not back there, big dog. Make it fail-proof. Also, when I think about the Ravens, what schematically did the Ravens do great today? Anything great that happened to the Ravens was a result of Lamar Jackson or the Steelers' incompetence. Lamar Jackson breaks 600 pounds of a tackle, steps up, finds Zay Flowers on Patrick Queen, touchdown. 4th and 7. Lamar Jackson finds Isaiah Likely, touchdown. Crossing route. The Steelers incompetently bust a coverage. Zay Flowers again, touchdown. So if I'm looking for a reason to keep Harbaugh, I've searched all over. I couldn't find it. Couldn't find no reason. And on the inverse, what Tomlin on the sideline, getting them boys hyped, getting them boys wired up, getting them boys fired up. Now, here's the hard part, 2-5, because it's so fickle. If they make that kick, what's the conversation? You know what I mean? Like, if they make that kick, would we still be calling for Harbaugh's job, X, Y, and Z?
Yeah, I think so, because it's like, okay, the kick is...
Hey, that jacket fresh, by the way.
Well, I mean,
let's establish what's most important right now. That jacket is tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough jacket.
It looked like my size.
You know it's not your size. Anyway, let's stay focused here. You know what, though? Acho, you saying a kick, but it's before that. There's no way that the Steelers should even been in this game. Let's just be honest for a second. Yeah. I blame the NFL, but I'm really going to blame the Ravens. Why do I blame the NFL? Is because you suspend DK Metcalf for 2 games for dealing with a fan. Yeah. Right? The game on the line like this. Who the wide receivers over there, though? If we was being real for a second. Correct. Like, they threw the ball to running backs all game, and then eventually they start doing different stuff like double moves and et cetera on the last touchdown. Who was that? The Scotty Mitter that called that? Anyway.
Calvin Austin was back there, too.
That's what it was. Yep. My thing is, though, they shouldn't even been in this game. The Steelers, the Ravens have all your pieces, all your star pieces. The Steelers don't. Yeah. And you still lose. This game's a close game. Yeah. If you watch how the game even came on, if you was late to the TV, you wait, oh my gosh, 10-0. Yeah. The crowd was out of it. One thing about playing on the road, you want to take the crowd out early. True. You know what I'm saying? True. So now they did that early. You keep your foot on the gas and you ride that thing out. This game shouldn't even be a game.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's like the Ravens were playing with their coaches handicapping them. Remember, at the end of the first half, Mike Tomlin goes for it on 4th down. Should have kicked. Goes for it. Ravens players stand up. Make a stop. All throughout the game, Ravens offense is doing nothing. Derrick Henry's going crazy. Derrick Henry's getting loose. Derrick Henry's getting busy. But once again, at the point in which Derrick Henry had 100 yards in the first half, how does he end the game with 126?
And then nothing.
How does he like?
He should have left for 35 carries.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't a game to fill out and see what can we do. No. We're going to use until they stop him.
Correct. And they couldn't.
And there's certain games where, like, I don't want to say conservative, but you play smart. Yeah. Hey, look, everything's on the line right now. We can't take no chances. We're going to go through Derrick the whole game. And that's what it should have been. Yeah.
I think Derrick had maybe like 110 or 112 after 2 quarters or 2.5 quarters.
That's crazy, man.
Just continue to feed the man. And also, Harbaugh got to learn from his mistakes. Yeah. Remember, it was 2 games ago that Derrick Henry didn't get a touch in the last 10 minutes of the game after he'd rushed for like 120 or something like that. Like, when are we going to learn? So, to me, you tried Greg Roman, didn't work. You tried Todd Monken, hasn't worked. You had Mike McDonald, didn't work.
I hear all that, but why don't you go over there? Listen.
Dave Wanstead, right? And I don't want to make it a Dave Wanstead because he's one of my favorite coaches. And I remember when we got him in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
He said, I didn't really deal with the offense. I said, that makes sense because Andy Reid don't really deal with the defense.
Yep.
But in certain cases, Andy goes, hey,
Yeah.
send some pressure.
Yeah.
He's been getting hit. He's been throwing the ball everywhere over the field.
Yeah.
Send some pressure. Dave Wanstead, he dealing with the defense. But he see how the game's going. It's getting clutch moment. Get the ball to Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
I don't know what the play's called. I'm just telling you what to do.
Yeah.
So, Harbaugh, you don't know what the play's called? Cool, I get it. Because you don't do the offense. I'm cool with that. Give Derek the ball. Say
Correct.
22. They know what that means.
Correct.
All I'm saying is when you're the head man of the team, you're the head captain of the boat.
Yeah.
You got to run the show, even if you don't know the play calls.
And even to that point is
why even be a head coach then?
Yeah. And clearly he don't trust his players because go back to the very
man.
last
Run the
Ravens
ball.
offensive play. Why is Lamar Jackson taking a knee?
Thank you. That's what I was going to bring up as well. I had this
Terrible,
tweet brought
man.
up by Channing Tatum. That's a good nickname for you, Trey, if you ever want to adapt that one. But he said John Harbaugh went out there with a rookie kicker and took a knee instead of trying to pick up 5 to 10 more yards for an easier kick. You went home with a timeout in your pocket.
Bruh.
For why?
Bruh.
Why? Like for what reason did you need to?
What you need it for?
Yeah, you had what was it, 3 or 2 timeouts whenever they got the ball back with 55 seconds.
3 of them.
Yeah, 3 of them. You should have run the ball on that 2nd and 2.
Yep.
And then also to put and I understand 40 yards for an NFL kicker center hash, you should be able to make that. It's as gimme as they come. But also at the same time, a rookie kicker in his first ever playoff type situation, you had the ability to pick up more yards and you didn't do it. That to me is if this is the nail that we needed for John Harbaugh's coffin as a Ravens head coach, that's what we got right there.
But it's lazy, though. There's no rush. What's the rush is? Listen, let's take our time. We're going to run this ball. Okay, we ain't going to take no knees. We'll run the ball. Let's get this thing even closer. There's no rush.
Yeah.
It's like they wasted the clock for no reason. And then you had an extra timeout. I hate in all sports, in a meaningful game, a head coach takes home a timeout. I be thinking like, what are you going to use it for?
Yeah.
You can use timeouts for anything though, right? Make sure the players are got their air back. Simple things like that. That stuff matters. Yo, we got this call we about to do. Make sure everybody's good with it. Go to the line of scrimmage. You know what? Hey, timeout. Like simple things.
Yeah.
I just don't get why coaches take the timeout home. I don't.
I'll ask y'all this: do y'all think
understand that.
Harbaugh will be the coach next season for the Ravens?
I hope not. Yeah, it's time, man.
Okay.
But here's my thing.
It's time.
If you've had a MVP unanimously and you've won one playoff game at the most every run. Lamar Jackson's never won 2 playoff games in a playoff run.
Yeah, he's won 3 playoff games total. Yeah.
Ever. I think he's 3-5 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So Harbaugh and Lamar can't get it done. Okay, you know what? They need a new offensive coordinator. Did that, got rid of Greg Roman, got Todd Monken. We went from a dominant running offense to a spread 4 wide offense. We've tried all the variations of offense. We got fullbacks, we got 4 wide receivers. Hey, Lamar Jackson needs more help. All right, bet, let's draft another first-round pick, and another first-round pick, and another first-round pick. Hey, you had a dominant defensive mind. Mike McDonald had the Ravens with the #1 defense in all of football. 1 seed, couldn't get it done. Get rid of Mike McDonald. Hey, let's use a young defensive coordinator in Zach Orr. Then we sell the beginning of the season for 2 years straight. First 5 games this year we sold. First 5 games last year we sold. So we've traded our coordinators twice on both sides of the ball. Why would you continue to use Harbaugh? There's nobody else to fire except yourself. What they say, when you point one finger, you got 3 pointing back at you?
Yeah.
Harbaugh done pointed every finger possible. And he got the fingers pointing right back at him. Shady, I think that was a Spider-Man symbol you did.
I'm saying if I point like this though.
Oh, that's fair.
Hey, you know what I mean?
Trey, I heard the super chats are going crazy. I heard we got a $100 super chat. I heard we got a $50 super chat. I heard the people on the YouTube is talking to us, so talk to me, please.
Listen, they are going crazy. I have been over here working. Let me get to these super chats. Okay, so Christopher Robinson sent us a $100 super chat. Says, shout out to the Speakeasy crew. Big fan. Love when you guys have them heated debates, but I blame the defense and the turf monster. How you slip and fall in such a gotta-have-it moment and no pass rush at all? Rodgers had so much time in the 4th quarter. What do y'all think about that?
The Ravens haven't had a pass rush this season, so don't try to act for something you ain't got now. Yeah. If you're asking for me to be 6'5", I'm sorry, I'm 6'2".
Yeah,
that's all I got.
When Matabige went down, it hasn't
you feel
been the same.
me? Yeah. If you want abs from Care Bear, you're not going to get it.
Wow.
You want what from
Abs.
Oh, that's
wow, that's
shots at
crazy.
each other.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
it's getting crazy.
It's getting crazy. This is
I
getting
like this.
disrespectful
I
here.
like
That's
this.
okay.
I was in the hot seat at the end of 2025, so yeah, put his ass in the hot seat
Yeah.
for the beginning of
If you want
2026.
starts
Let's
from an
get it.
NFL player, don't look at Acho.
Yeah,
know
you
what I
don't
mean?
I gave you one.
That's good. Yeah,
I
it was-
gave you
okay,
one.
I got you.
Hey, wait,
I gave you one good one.
That's what we're doing in 2026. We just calling each other out.
Yeah, let's do it. That's how we
Hey,
ended
I'm
2025.
positive.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
like a lot of Trey's off smoke. You said he was soft for crying at his wedding.
Yeah, that's
before
what I'm
we did
saying.
it.
Yeah, and then you
That's
said
how we ended
you
25.
know
we
Care
ended
Bear can't fit
25.
your jacket, which we all knew, but you ain't had to say it.
Let's say that
You had to say it. We
You
all
didn't have
know.
to say it out loud.
You could have been like, yeah, maybe once you finish your workout plan, then
Correct.
you could
Yo,
feel like
look,
you didn't know
look,
encouragement
listen,
at all.
correct.
Shady,
I
that's
just wanna
messed
say,
What are we
up.
doing here?
Which y'all can do in 2026. I'm being peaceful. Y'all can't contain my spiritual growth.
Amen.
So I'm not even trying to hear all that. I'm not
Okay.
hearing all that.
On a Sunday?
Listen,
Yo.
Shady.
Hey,
oh,
hey, and I like that.
Hallelujah.
Also to keep it positive, right?
Hallelujah.
Boss, man, I was wondering,
Yes, sir.
since most teams in here are not going to the playoffs,
Yeah.
you
So
know,
here we
like the games you play after the regular season.
Yeah,
Here we go,
which
Trey.
was today.
Can we all enjoy a playoff cigar? I mean, because everybody can't smoke any packs. You know, I got one for everybody. If you guys want one, if not, I will smoke it later in my own.
Playoff cigars shall be smoked tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Playoff cigars. What else we have with the super chat?
all right, listen, man. Keith came back and said, Ram Bear, thank you for not wearing the Rams jersey. I want to give you credit because you spoke on Hurts and Purdy. Purdy has injuries everywhere, still mostly has played well. Hurts loses Lane Johnson and still has number 11, number 8, Saquon, and struggles to win.
Aw, cry me a river like Trey.
Whoa, see what I'm saying? Okay, bet. Yeah,
See?
yeah, yeah.
No, I'm saying
this
he's
ain't
back.
this
Nah,
is-
he's
yeah,
back. That didn't
yeah.
last
Yeah.
long.
That didn't last
I'm
long
saying
at all.
like he cries.
No, it's
and I'm
cool.
saying just cry like.
It's cool. Don't even worry about it. I got some more super chats here. Let me pull them up. We got a $20 super chat from John, the Space Cowboy. Said Steelers ran the same 3 plays. Fire or Ravens defense sucks. Yusuf Bey said no calisthenics bear. Runner up bear. Tiny desk perfect pitch bear.
Tiny Dance, that's him.
Tell him. Well, he was trying to give you
So,
some
yeah,
credit
give
for your
Wait,
vocals.
wait,
for your
wait.
vocals.
Wait,
Yeah.
start over.
Okay, okay.
Tiny Dance like NPR.
Yeah. Start over.
Okay, we go. No calisthenics bear. Runner up bear.
We're not even runners up, man.
Tiny desk perfect pitch bear. Tell him Shady, you gonna get these name calls. He said he
Yo,
got name
yo,
calls for you all 2026.
Just call me names. That's all he wants.
That's all he wanted to do. He just sent money to do
Calisthenic
that.
bear is crazy.
Ray Rose Hitter said no Lamar, no Burrow, no Mahomes.
Yeah, it's a bad day.
No more excuses for Josh Allen, right?
That's facts.
Shady.
No.
That's your guy.
Who asked this question?
This is Ray Rose Hitters.
Ray Rose.
Ray.
Come on now. But real quick, this is why they keep fooling y'all. They want to tell you it's a quarterback versus quarterback. It's not true. He's not playing against quarterback. He's playing against the defense. If you look at the Bills team, they don't have enough. I don't care who the quarterback is.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just being honest, though.
Grab that violin.
That's not the truth. But then again, they think that a win is a quarterback stat. So
Yeah, no.
you know
I don't think
what
a win is a quarterback stat, but if they end up dropping that game to the Jags,
like
best
for
not.
example,
Trevor Lawrence,
So wait,
they gonna be on your head because you've been skeptical about Trevor Lawrence.
We'll get there
Yeah.
too.
Hold up.
Well,
So
yeah, we get there.
So tonight, for example, so I guess Rodgers he beat Lamar, right? You see
Rodgers made as many plays though.
I didn't say that. I'm asking you. So Rodgers beat.
That's what they'll say. But it's a fair statement because every punch
No,
Lamar
bro.
threw, Rodgers threw one right back.
I know, but what
That's
I'm
a fair statement.
I know, but Lamar did everything is possible to win the game, right? Like the game should be over. You kicking a 40-yard field goal, dude.
Yeah. To
To be fair though, the game probably should have
bro.
gone to overtime if Rodgers' kicker did his
Correct,
job too. So
correct,
like it,
correct. Yeah, it would've gone to overtime.
Yeah,
That's
we
fair.
would
Where we
have had more.
214 Mr. DFW.
Finally, what
back
up, G?
in the building.
What
Yeah,
up,
you was.
G?
I know you wasn't here yesterday. I was typing in your name, looking for you. Wasn't there? So welcome back, brother. He
Welcome
said,
back.
"I'm sick for Lamar right now, as most of us are, brother." Adav Smith, who is a habitual super chatter, said, "Bro, I got 5K to whoever's in Baltimore to handle my light work on Tyler Loop. I'm not playing. Listen, we don't do threats. We don't do monetary,
not in the
bounty
Speakeasy.
hunters. We don't do that.
You put
We don't
your
do
name
that.
on there.
But
Listen.
what- That was a Ravens fan, I'm
So
pretty sure.
I
yes.
still have death threats on me for not voting for Lamar for MVP last
Yeah.
year. It might be from him too.
Oh
It
wait,
could
hold
be.
up.
Go ahead.
Hold up. Fans can't express themselves on a Speakeasy.
Yeah, they can.
So we don't not death threats though.
But we're not gonna.
Yeah, we can't execute.
We're not gonna be the
We're not like
middleman
hired hitmen.
of any. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're not doing no
Hired
crimes,
hitman.
but I'm saying
Yeah,
he can speak his mind. He mad.
He can speak his mind. He got the right to be a fan. If you want to,
He mad.
if you want to threaten the life
Now
of a
you on the
coach,
fan
man, why
side,
not?
Shady.
No, 'cause I
what's
play with players where he just sold the game away, and he want to man, it's crazy fans they threatening me. I'm looking at him like,
That's why you're
sorry.
I got two more to get to real quick.
more.
Kenro 200X says Steeler fan here. Pitt versus Baltimore games have weird vibes to them. In the Lamar era, the Ravens have had more talent than the Steelers, yet things happen where the talent deficit is nullified in this rivalry. It's just how it is. I don't disagree with that. The Steelers do seem to have the Ravens number.
I'm betting like 50,000 against this next game though.
Hello.
Steelers play the Texans.
Last one, R Stone $50 super chat said between turncoat Jersey Bear and split decision Acho. Oh!
Wow.
Wild card weekend is about to hurt some feelings. Acho, make the call now. Niner gang or Fly Eagles Fly? Who you got?
This be an easy one though. We don't want him. The way he driving nice, we don't want him.
Shady.
Dang.
You had like freaking Brock Purdy is Joe Montana. Don't do this. Nah, dude. Stay
How
over
dare
there.
you?
Stay over there. We're going to beat that ass. Stay over there.
But wait, so Shady, are you with the
That
fans or
two-blue
not?
tag.
You just said fans can express themselves. If Acho wants to be a fan of the Eagles, why?
I'm not a fan of the Eagles. I'm a fan of the Niners.
Oh, okay.
See, now you
Oh,
feel me?
okay.
Now,
I am
Okay.
an Eagle. I'm a fan of the Niners.
now
So
tell him about his business.
Okay,
He said
yeah, my
Shady has
fault.
all his questions.
You know
tell
what
him
I'm
about his
saying?
business.
I can't be a fan of a team that cut me checks. I'm a fan of the Niners. Niners ain't cut me no checks. But I'm a fan of Fred Warner.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
Eagles is not. It's beyond. It's not fandom.
Okay, what is it?
It's just like
Love.
Yeah, like it's
love.
what it is.
You love the Niners, dude. Just say
That's
that.
why you defend Stefanski so much. Because he's Browns, and Browns gave you your
They gave
first.
me my first.
shot. Okay,
My
all right.
first
It's like
love.
your first true love. You
Exactly.
can't.
You can't. What am I doing?
Okay.
What I'm gonna do? With
Got
my
it.
first
That
love.
makes sense.
Your first start came with us.
That's true.
Oh,
This
That's
guy,
a true
man, he
point.
don't know what he
Yeah.
want, man.
That's true.
That's why he's single
Cleveland
now.
told you to get the hell up out of there.
They
And they was sorry, too. That's great.
wow.
Next topic.
Yeah, no, let's
Yeah.
keep it pushing now.
Crazy.
The Pittsburgh Steelers with the win tonight sealed the division. They are AFC North champions. Fellas, it looked solid on
They
the
did.
offensive side of the ball, especially in that fourth quarter, making
did.
drives happen whenever it mattered most, led by this man, Aaron Rodgers. Does this prove that Rodgers was worth it for the Steelers to go out there and get?
Hell yes. Just look at the second half of this ball game. When they put the ball in Aaron Rodgers' hands, he delivered. Lamar Jackson showed in the last three possessions why Lamar Jackson is the MVP. He steps through, he finds Zay Flowers over Patrick Queen, former Baltimore Raven. He finds Zay Flowers again on a crossing route after the Pittsburgh Steelers defense couldn't get on the same page, completely busted an assignment. Then later on in the game, he finds Isaiah Likely. Lamar Jackson in the second half of this game showed why he's a unanimous MVP. But what did Aaron Rodgers do? Every time Lamar Jackson threw a punch, Rodgers threw one right back. And Rodgers didn't hang his head low. And Rodgers did it without DK Metcalf. Rodgers did it with Kenneth Gainwell and Calvin Austin III. This was why you got Aaron Rodgers. Mitch Trubisky's not winning this ball game. Justin Fields isn't winning this ball game. Kenny Pickett's not winning this ball game. Like, this is why you got Aaron Rodgers. Because Aaron Rodgers was making the necessary checks at the line of scrimmage and finding the players wide open. I'm curious if that double move to Calvin Austin was designed or if he called it at the line of scrimmage. Like, I'm just curious. Those are the type of things that Aaron Rodgers is capable of doing. This is why you got Aaron Rodgers. Absolutely worth it.
Yeah, I second that. A-Rod, he deserved that. He deserved this win, and the Pittsburgh still deserve to go to the playoffs because they got Aaron Rodgers. And you talk about in the second half, it's funny because I looked like he was just controlling the game.
Yeah.
Why do I say that? In the first half, they couldn't really do much, and he didn't really press the issue. He took his check down, he ran the ball, he kept it safe. In the second half, he turned it up. He took more shots. He threw the ball deep over the middle a couple of times. Like, he did more things. He did a double move to the left side. So it just looks like that Aaron Rodgers was playing his own type of football, and he slowed it down, and then when he needed to move a little bit, he did. And then a tempo, like small things when it's funny. You ever like if you ever rolled dice before and you gambling rolling dice, and let's say you crap out. Now I'm gonna try different rolls. I'm trying different things,
Yeah.
right? If you play cards, blackjack, you may not hit on 16s, but you're losing. Let me try it, right? You might try to hit on 16s, or
Yeah.
you might ask for a reshuffle, or you might play 2 hands or 3 hands. Anyway, my point of being is, today, if you watch Aaron Rodgers, when they couldn't get anything moving, they got tempo,
Yeah.
right? You see that? And the start of tempo, the defense can't really get set up the way they want to. They can't make their calls efficiently. That's being a veteran quarterback. If we can't get nothing going on, add some tempo. Give him a different rhythm. And he did that. And then today he showed why he's Aaron Rodgers. Even at that age with the gray hair, he still can play ball. And I got to give him some credit for that. And he's taking his team to the playoffs.
Let me say this because this just dawned on me. Aaron Rodgers was his best when his best was needed.
That's right.
294 yards. Aaron Rodgers has only thrown for more yards than this once since 2021. Aaron Rodgers was his best when his best was needed. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards than this in a game that ended in regulation in 4 years. We're in 2026. He ain't thrown for over 294 since 2021. This is why the hell you go get Rodgers. Because though Rodgers is not the same Aaron Rodgers of 2020 and 2019 and 2018, he still has the ability to turn it on when necessary. And remember, 2021, if I'm not mistaken, he had Devontae Adams. Like, Aaron Rodgers was out there with Calvin Austin, with Scotty Miller, with Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah,
this is why you get A-Rod. Because when the best is needed, A-Rod gave you his best. You got A-Rod for this game. If for no other game, it was for this game. Because your defense in the second half sold. And Aaron Rodgers said, you know what? I will overcompensate for the negligence of my defense, and I will make up for it. I will overcompensate for the negligence of my coach. Because remember, end of the first half, if they kick 3, Aaron Rodgers has this game comfortably won.
Yeah, but
when he goes down, he scores.
We can't do that, though, because everybody's going to go for it. You the one for that.
In that situation,
at the 1 yard line,
man.
yeah,
you get a flag. You on the 1 yard line.
But think about it. Then the second time around, now you got to go for it again. I mean, my point isn't even about Mike Tomlin of it all. Okay. My point is that they go for it, bad play call. And you know better than I because there was a pitch left and they didn't even have enough offensive blockers for the defenders.
They should have had 2 plays for that.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? If there's 2 guys over there, the pitch won't work.
Yep.
So you audible something else. But Mike Tomlin, I just don't want to give him no strays because he deserves to get some credit. Like, this roster ain't great.
Yep.
They got names on the back of their jerseys that we know who they are, and they're going to be Hall of Famers. But this roster ain't great. Yo, he won this game. No disrespect to the wide receivers, but the wide receiver core was not that good.
No.
Right? And you still won? Yeah. And as bad as the Ravens have been this year, you know, defensive-wise, up and down, the secondary, they got some names over there. They got some players over there.
Yeah.
So you do that against that secondary, right? I gotta give them credit, man.
Yeah,
like the way they use their running backs.
Yeah.
Like, the running backs do everything today.
Yep.
And Rodgers kind of made that thing happen. So I give them guys credit, and I give Mike Tomlin credit too.
To me, it was a vintage Aaron Rodgers performance, though. I mean, looking at him spreading the ball around, right? Kenneth Gainwell ended up being their leading receiver with 8 receptions for 64. Yeah. Calvin Austin had 3. Pat Freiermuth had 3. Adam Thielen had 3. Marquez Valdes-Scantling had 5. Jalen Warren had 5.
Hold on.
Scotty
Stop
Miller
what you're doing,
2.
Care Bear. Stop what you're doing. Think about this. All of those players, the majority of them that weren't drafted there, they're castaways. Yeah. Kenneth Gainwell is a Philadelphia Eagles castaway.
Yeah.
Adam Thielen, he cast himself away, but with all due respect, Carolina Panthers castaway. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Kansas City Chiefs castaway. Scotty Miller, Tampa Bay Buccaneers castaway.
Yep.
Connor Hayward, he's a nepotism. He's a brother of Cam. Like, let's be honest, he runs QB sneaks and he's a special teams player.
Yeah.
Like, all these players you're naming, these are other teams.
What's the tight end for Miami? Was it the Patriots?
Jonnu
Smith.
Jonnu Smith.
Yeah.
But I don't even know.
Like 1 catch today.
Yeah, like these are, to your point. Yeah, John. Like, these are castaways.
Yeah.
Trivia question.
Talk to me.
The Hayward brothers. Who's the father?
Isn't it senior? Isn't it
what they call him? I mean, you kidding me? He's one of the greatest of all time.
I don't know.
Iron Hayward. Ironhead Hayward. You never heard of him with the Pittsburgh? One of the best running backs in Pittsburgh.
I know. Steel Curtain.
Wow. These guys, man. He's got
no clue.
Man.
Had no clue.
Would you say this was a vintage Rodgers performance?
Yes.
Like when he beat
it just looked different.
Yeah.
It just looked different.
Absolutely. Yeah. He was pulling out all the Rodgers tricks, though. Hard counts and the timeouts of the second half.
Yeah.
Whenever you're like, were you really supposed to do that? But it's Aaron Rodgers, so you're going to let him ride in the red zone. He was making plays on third down, extending plays.
Yeah.
I mean, he was spreading the ball around doing what Aaron Rodgers at his best does. Does that translate to playoff wins?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
They got who? They got who? Texans?
They're going to play the Texans in the first
round. What's that? You know the spread?
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the spread's out yet.
What's the spread for that? That's going to be an easy layup. That's a layup.
Yeah,
that's like, yo, now that's really called taking candy from a baby.
Yeah.
Like you said, baby crying. Man, give me that.
No, look, I'll ask y'all this, though. Do you guys think the better team won tonight?
No. Hell no.
No?
What?
Wow.
I mean, no. Watch the Steelers play today, man. Like, it hurt watching that. The way they play, I mean, it just like Lamar and it looked like it was effortless the way they was playing. Even though they lost, like they kept going down. Okay, they came back. It's like, came back. Even when they started the game out, 10-0, quick. I thought they would win this game easily.
Yeah.
Better team, better talent. Like Aaron Rodgers on the offense. Gaineswell's played well, but okay, they got Derrick Henry on the other side, right? Just look at the matchups.
Yeah.
The matchup favors the Ravens on every level.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong.
Think about it, though.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the only reason I'll say the better team won is because DK wasn't even out there. I think Mike Tomlin makes the Steelers a better team. So I'll say the better team won because the Steelers, I think, are a better team. I think the Ravens have the better players, top two.
Yeah.
Outside of that, though, man, well, the Ravens lost Kyle Hamilton, and that mattered. That mattered.
Yeah, it does matter.
Also, shout out to the 8,000 of y'all watching this show right now. Make sure y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the bell button to set y'all alerts. Shout out to all 8,000 of y'all in this joint. We live right now. Care Bear, where we at, G?
Look, moving forward, we got to talk about.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victor. Yeah, it's coming. Pause. It's coming, though. My fault.
I should switch topics.
Andy Reid always says this. He says, Shady, or not Shady, but fellas, don't peak too soon. So let me not peak. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I should just go to the next topic.
No. I gotta do nothing.
All right, look.
I gotta relax. Behave myself.
Let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, a playoff team, the NFC East champions. Yes, they did all of that this year, as expected. Acho, you had a tweet earlier today where you said, "Dear Eagles fans, how we feeling? With the Chicago Bears loss and had the Eagles won, the Eagles would have been the 2 seed and played the Green Bay Packers team that they consistently beat. Instead, the Eagles lose, and they play the San Francisco 49ers in the first round. Guys, do you think the Eagles should not have rested their starters today?
What Nick Sirianni did today, it just didn't make any sense. And here's why we know it didn't make any sense. Number one, why are we going to play Devontae Smith until he gets to 1,000 yards, but we're not going to play our starters until we secure our playoff seeding? Make that make sense. No individual is greater than the team. Remember, Saquon Barkley didn't play last year when Saquon Barkley could have eclipsed an NFL record mark, but we said, you know what, team is more important. But now all of a sudden, Smitty hitting 1,000 yards is more important than the Eagles securing that 2 seed? Makes no sense. Furthermore, look at other great coaches around the league. What did Mike Vrabel do? Mike Vrabel said, you know what? I'm going to play my starters until I see what the Denver Broncos are doing. Because if the Broncos lose to the Chargers, I'm going to make sure I get that 1 seed. What did DeMeco Ryans do? DeMeco Ryans said, I'm going to play my starters until I see what the Jags are doing. Because if the Jags lose to the Titans, I want that division title win. Once the Jags got up on the Titans 31-7, DeMeco said CJ Stroud, you're out. Stingley, you're out. Lassiter, you're out. Daniil Hunter, you're out. What did other great coaches do? Other great coaches did not sacrifice seeding for an additional rest. Not if seeding can be acquired. Also, the Eagles own the Packers. Get the 2 seed, if nothing else, but to own the team that you own, the Packers. But the most important thing that not enough people are talking about is this. If the Eagles get the 2 seed, you get 2 home playoff games. 3 seed, you get 1 home playoff game. So now assume the Eagles handle business against the Niners. We'll get to that topic later. Eagles make the Bears come to them.
Yeah.
Now the Eagles have to go to Chicago. We can say it doesn't matter, but the Bears already beat the Eagles. So it's not like the Bears are shaking in their boots. So all I'm saying is I think it was a premature, I won't say immature decision by Sirianni, but it was a premature decision, 2-5.
Yeah, I'm glad my coach don't think like this, man. We'll be nervous for everybody we play. We don't care. The other teams you talked about, they playing for something. First seed, right? They playing for divisional, championship. We already got the division. We already won that championship. What's next? Now we are defending champs. Let's get healthy, right? It's been a long season. Let's get our offense back together. Let's get the mental part right. Let's get physically ready to play. Got the playoffs coming up. So I don't mind that. I don't mind how my head coach runs his show, because my thing is, hey, who we playing? That's all that matters. Line them up and we'll beat them. We ain't worried about the Niners. You see the way they looked last game?
Yeah.
We're not worried about the Niners. So Niners or Green Bay, whoever it was, we're just going to beat them anyway. Listen, man, the championship goes to Philadelphia. I know that, and so does Nick Sirianni. We ain't tripping.
But here's the thing. Here's why you can't act fake tough now. Because if you was all, hey, we ain't worried about none. Play your starters. You're worried about everything. You're worried about injuries. So Nick Sirianni is calculated. He's calculated enough, Shady, to say, you know what? This game isn't worth Jalen, Saquon, AJ getting hurt. Smitty ended up playing. So he's calculated enough to say, let me not risk injury, but he's not so calculated as to say, let me play against the Packers. Like, he can't be halfway calculated.
What I'm saying to you is, like, you calculate who we play. We don't care who we play. We don't care about that. The same way we look at the 49ers, look at the Green Bay the same way. We not scared of them. They should be worried about us. Another thing is, it's not about scared about who's playing. It's more of let's get rest.
Yeah.
Let's get more rest. If we're not getting a bye, let's find a way to get more rest.
Yeah.
It's a lot of guys that's injured, right?
Yep.
And we got some guys coming back to the playoffs, like Lane Johnson's coming back. But my thing is, there's some dudes that have been playing the whole season, bro, that have been banged up. Take that week off, because every day matters.
I can't believe I'm saying it, bro. I gotta agree with Shady. I think being healthy is the most important thing for the Eagles moving forward. And I don't think with the seeding situation, it's okay. I'm either gonna have to go. If we have to play Chicago, we might have to go on the road to play Chicago.
That's
cool. I don't think the Eagles are really fearing anybody on the NFC side, and it's not like this is a situation where you're gonna be playing Carolina on the road versus they won their division as well. So the Eagles are they're fine. They get a home playoff game against the 49ers, and then everything's kind of in their. I still think they think things are in their favor. They're not afraid to play on the road. The Eagles are one of the most talented teams in the league. I think getting healthy is the most important thing for them. So I understand them sitting their starters. And it's not like we're playing for the 1 seed. We're not playing for home field advantage the entire time. At this point, it is what it is.
But here's the thing. Here's why you don't know. Because if who's the 1 seed? 1 seed is
the Seahawks.
Yeah. They got that shit.
None of us would be surprised if the Seahawks lost in the divisional round. Correct?
No.
None of us would be.
No.
If the Seahawks lost, Shady, if Seahawks lost in their first matchup to the Rams, you wouldn't be surprised. Right?
No.
So we do realize if the Eagles are the 2 seed, they could have had home playoff games all the way through the Super Bowl. That's what I'm getting at.
Wait, hold up. But if see, now we're playing the what if game.
No, but this is what you do in the playoffs. I'm saying this. If the Eagles got the 2 seed, if you just get the highest seed possible, then you host a wild card round. Yes, sir.
So the 2 seed worked. If we win today.
Yeah, because the Bears lost.
And the Bears lost. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Nobody was thinking the Bears was going to lose. More than likely, even though the Lions were going to play their starters, so you never know what's going to happen. But because the Bears lost, Eagles had the opportunity at the 2 seed. You're the 2 seed. You host the first game. You host the second game. You could host the third game. It just depends on if the 1 seed loses.
They're also
or not.
a Bears loss to the Packers away from hosting. They could potentially host all the way as well. Like, there's still a chance that they end up having home games in the divisional and in the conference championship as well. If the Bears lose and then the Seattle Seahawks, we're not expecting to go too far, end up losing in the divisional round, you have the same situation going on, and I don't think that's worth. I don't think that hypothetical is worth playing your starters in the last week. Whenever you've had injury problems all year,
is it
right,
not at least
say that because we don't know how healthy the team is, and they are pretty banged up.
The Bears could realistically drop this game against the Packers, and then whoever plays against the Seattle could drop that game as well.
Why would you, if you have the opportunity to move up in ranking, and it matter, right? If you're moving from the 5th wild card spot to the 6th to the 7th, you on the road.
Yeah.
But if you have the opportunity to move from the 3rd to the 2nd, that's substantial. Shady, you've won 2 Super Bowls, which means you've played 8 playoff games en route to winning these Super Bowls. You won one where you went on the road the whole time. You won one where you went on home the whole time. But there's value.
That's what I'm saying. Don't really matter though, because with the Chiefs, we were home the whole time.
Yeah,
we had some struggles, and then with the Bucks, I mean, we were on the road the whole time, and we still won. So my thing is, health is the only thing that matters. If you're talking about some health, I get all that. But you're talking about seeding.
Okay, but then if that's the
number
case,
1 seed is the only thing that really matters to me.
I'll concede. If health is that important, which I believe it is, why would you play maybe the best player on your offense this year, Smitty? Why would you play him in this game? Smitty has been more valuable than Saquon. He's been not more valuable. He's been better this season than Saquon, AJ, and Jalen.
You want to give him 1,000 yards.
So if health is that, but then come on, Shady, pick one, bro.
That's incentives though.
Pick one. What you mean? What are we talking about? You can't say health is important.
How you gonna tell a player, dog? I got $1 million to go get, coach.
He hasn't been injured all year though.
Sirianni did that last year to Saquon. You know more than me, so I'm not going to yell at you about it. But what's more important?
First of all, it's different because Smitty hasn't been as good as he is. He's not really that decorated accomplishments. He's not, and he should.
And 1,000 yards doesn't decorate you.
I mean, but that matters though. That matters. I got 1,000 yards of receiver. That matters.
Saquon could have been the all-time rushing leader.
Saquon is way more decorated than him. Right? And Saquon different people. You can't compare people. Everybody's different. There's some stuff that I'm gonna do that you're not gonna do.
Sure.
There's some stuff I'm gonna say that you're not gonna say.
Sure.
Everybody different. So Saquon's more do if you know him for real, it ain't no TV. He's like, you know what? I ain't even worried about
Was
that.
there any financial incentive for Saquon breaking that record?
No, I don't believe so.
But
I don't think there was incentive for Smitty breaking this record.
For 1,000 yards? I think there was.
Smitty,
That's
Smitty might be like, yo, I want to go get that 1,000. There's certain players
But
that are
Shady,
different.
But the thing is, Sirianni as a coach, in my mind, is supposed to intercede and say, "Hey, I know you want to get this 1,000. We're resting everybody."
You're not treating your starters like your superstar dudes.
Oh, no.
Some dudes they gonna get their way.
So you want to risk injury for 1,000? Not even incentives. 2.5. They ain't no paper.
You know what? It's hard. I'm trying to explain it so you just don't want to hear it. I'm telling you, there's certain superstars, because I'm one of them. I know they got their own philosophy doing things. Hey, coach, I get all that. I need that 1,000 though.
Yeah, no, there's no financial incentive for.
Yeah, I want to get 1,000 yards.
Smitty.
It's like a respect thing from your peers though.
Also, he's been healthy all season.
Yeah,
throwing out a Cam Jurgens out there.
But people,
I don't want to throw him out there.
But people do that though.
Yeah.
My last year with the Bucks, right? We couldn't get no other seating. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Our last game, Mike Evans had like we were at first we was in the meeting, and then Tom Brady and Brian Leffler said, "Yo, anybody got any incentives to go get?" And like 3-4 dudes rose their hands and said, "Yo, I got this, I got that." We couldn't do nothing else in the playoffs. We were already seeded.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what they did? They got their stats in like the first, second quarter, and they got out the game.
Yeah.
There's some things that matter.
Yeah.
Yo, coach, I want to have 1,000. Mike Evans, another one. He's had this thing where he has 1,000 yards every season. What did they do? They make sure he got 1,000 yards. Yeah. It's a certain players that you going to say, you know what, coach, I know your philosophy, but I'm going to look out for you because you're a superstar player. That happens all the time.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, though, too. I also think if we're sitting here, if the Eagles get eliminated in the playoffs, and it's a question about, well, they had to go on the road versus playing at home. They just weren't good enough to win it in the first place. And I don't really hear Eagles fans, they say a lot, but they're not going to make that excuse. I'll give y'all that credit. I can't believe I'm defending the Eagles right now.
Which excuse, sir?
If they have to go on the road and play Seattle, I don't think they're going to be sitting or Chicago. Then you just weren't good enough to win the Super Bowl.
But to me, it's not about that. It's about just playing at home matters. Let's not all act dense now. Like, playing at home's irrelevant. It don't matter if you're at home or not. Everybody wants to be at home. Yeah. So if you have the opportunity to be at home, all I'm saying is you had the opportunity, you didn't take it. Yeah. I'm not going to vehemently disagree with y'all because there is logic that says, Acho, I'd rather be healthy and on the road than hurt and at home.
Yeah.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Now, going on the road to Chicago will be tough.
It'll be tough.
If the Bears get by them, especially because we saw what happened the last time they played them. But I also think the Eagles want that challenge. Yeah, I want to get back on the team that physically dominated us, and we don't think we can beat them. Like, let's go get
another thing about Nix Sirianni cocky a little bit. I don't know if y'all don't know him or not, but Nick, he talk his talk, and he feel like that. So if y'all go on the road to beat the Bears, I'm okay with that. I think health is the biggest thing. And another thing, like now you got to guess, hope they win, hope they lose. We don't care about none of that type of stuff, man. We're gonna play Eagle football. Oh my God. Ooh. Yeah. Listen, okay.
It's gonna be a time.
Little Purdy.
Look,
little Purdy.
Let's listen to this game real quick. But yeah, let's talk about this matchup that they have in the wild card round. The Eagles will be taking on the 49ers at the Link. The Eagles are about 3-point favorites.
That's
where they open right now. Fellas.
Why he clapping like that? Why he acting like that?
Do we expect the 49ers to upset the Philadelphia Eagles in this matchup?
Why you acting like that?
Here's why, bruh. If we being really real, in the last 4 years, this is the best rivalry in football. Eagles-Niners forget Eagles-Giants, forget Eagles-Cowboys, forget Eagles-Commanders. Eagles-Niners is the best rivalry in football. Absolutely. Because the Eagles kept the Niners from going to the Super Bowl, and the Niners have kept the Eagles from going to a Super Bowl. Like, this to me is it.
That's false. You got to start over.
The Eagles kept the Niners from going to a Super Bowl when they hurt Brock Purdy's elbow. And if you remember, it was a 2023 season that the Eagles were rolling. The Niners went into the Link, beat the brakes off the Eagles, and that was the beginning of the Eagles' collapse. You got to remember, that was the beginning of the avalanche. Let's do our homework in the Speakeasy.
He reaching though.
Let's do our homework.
The start of the collapse.
Let's do our homework in the Speakeasy. Y'all know I do my homework, 2-5.
So that's the same as what we did to them.
So it's a rivalry in the sense of this. Niners fans would suggest every time we've seen the Eagles healthy, we've won. Eagles knocked out Brock Purdy.
We did more than that.
Out.
We did more than that.
What's the excuse going to be this year? Because y'all are not healthy.
But here's the thing. Remember in that game, Brandon Ayuk and Debo said, bruh, if y'all just gave us a little more time with the number 24, I forget his name, cornerback for the Eagles, James
It don't matter.
Bradbury. They said we was going to cook him. What happened the next year? Niners telegraphed they punch, knocked the Eagles out. Great. What happened the next year? Eagles go to the Super Bowl, win it, Jalen Hurts MVP. This is cinema.
What?
Cinema. Like, if you think the Eagles are afraid of the Niners, you're dumb. If you think the Niners are afraid of the Eagles, you're dumb. Ain't neither of these teams afraid of each other. Now, I wish the Niners had their big dogs. I wish they had Fred. I wish they had both.
He's making excuses.
No. This is now football fan me speaking. I like seeing gladiators versus gladiators. This ain't really that.
I know.
Like the Eagles should win this game. This ain't that. But if Purdy finds a way to get this done, all that Jalen Hurts conversation gotta be that same. All that credit you give to Jalen, start talking about Brock that same way.
Brock outperforms him with less on his roster and does. I mean, it's
go.
gonna be a nasty day in the
Set it
speakeasy
up.
after that. I'll tell you that much. But also, Shady, what do you think, man? What do you think about this game?
I don't know what he's talking about. He's trying to he's doing it again, home. Don't let him manipulate you guys out there. First of all, he acting like Brock Purdy just got hurt. They hurt him. And not only they hurt him, they hurt his homeboy too, the backup. They had Chris McCaffrey back there being quarterback. I ain't forget.
Yeah.
Another thing we talking about. He's already set up the excuse for the Niners. They're not gonna win this game. And it won't be pretty. We're gonna beat the hell out of
But
them.
will it be Purdy?
This guy, you know what? You on the ball tonight. You on the ball tonight. Because my thing is, and I think about this game, all right, you won't have an excuse. He didn't have this guy. He ain't had that guy. That's what you're going to talk about. Because the defense is going to be on him.
Yeah.
I just watched this what the Seahawks did. I think the Seahawks is a really, really good defense. Probably the best in football.
Texans.
Best in the
Best in the
NFC by
NFC.
far.
However you want to cut it. Seahawks, Texans, they're close. They're close. The Eagles is like that too, though.
They are.
We strap up and we get to the quarterback. It's going to be a night in hell for CMC and for.
But here's the thing.
For Lil Purdy.
Here's why I like this game.
Lil Purdy.
What if the Eagles' defense is susceptible in any area? Shady knows as well as I. It's the run defense.
Oh, my
because you
God.
saw what the Chicago Bears did running the ball to the Eagles. Field day. If you don't think that Kyle Shanahan is licking his chops, fork out, knife out, somebody get the gravy. I'm going to town. If you don't think that Kyle Shanahan is not licking his chops, bruh, this game, y'all, this game.
Robert Saleh and that defense last week. What you think, Nick Sirianni and my boys? What did they
Kevin
doing?
Patullo
What KP doing?
praying.
Oh wow, I ain't even trying.
Be honest.
At
Shady?
some point, the talent is going to show up. This is my problem. What we just saw this past week from the Seahawks, I would say the Eagles are the second best defense in the entire NFC. Since acquiring Jalen Phillips, getting Brandon Graham back from they have been unbelievable, and their front seven has been really, really solid in all of the games except for that one against the Chicago Bears.
That's it.
That was the one that really stood
game.
out. That was the one that really stood out. Now, that creates some questions. But if that 49ers run game does not get going early, brother, I'm taking the Eagles. I'm taking
you have to take the Eagles.
Come on,
I'm taking the Eagles. Yeah, Eagles are going to win the game. Eagles
Oh,
going to win the game.
why you? Hold up. Nah, this is the flip flop, and you be saying I do.
Wait,
What are you
Flip-flop,
talking?
bro.
This is box
This
talk.
is
This is
it.
amazing.
This is
but
it.
the injuries is like
No,
the Eagles are gonna win.
I'm not.
You know what he just did? You know
I'm
what he
not
just
an idiot.
did?
Who's going to win the game?
No. Shady, you know what he just did?
What I
It
do?
ain't gonna be close though.
Shady, you know what he just did? He said, "You probably never go for a guy like me. You know, I'm not as tall as the Eagles. I'm not as strong as the
he got
Eagles. I'm
better
not
hair.
as cool. Like he's got more money and nicer
Look
cars.
at
than
his
me,
car. Look at his
but-
car. Look
Yeah,
at his car.
Here's what I'm saying. Of the teams in the NFC playoff picture, the Niners present the second biggest threat to the Eagles. That's what I'm saying.
First.
I'd probably say the Rams, or I'd say the Bears because I've seen the Bears do it.
I would say the Rams.
You know what
I
I mean?
can't see that. I don't, seriously, I'm not even being funny. I don't see a scenario where the Niners can beat the Eagles. We're better than them everywhere.
Ooh, I see a scenario.
We're
Here's why.
we're better than them in every level, everywhere other than everywhere. Because you gonna say coach, and
Shady, that's not
one
even
coach
there.
is a champ, other one's not.
Not even
So
go
wait,
there.
all right, but let's be serious though. Where's the advantage on for the Niners?
I think
Tight end?
I think McCaffrey and Kittle, obviously.
McCaffrey better than who? You think McCaffrey better than Saquon Barkley? I just want to hear you say it.
This season, yeah.
This absolutely.
I just want to hear you say it, though.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Beyond the shadow of a doubt.
Cool. All right, bet.
Because McCaffrey
Cool.
has 900 yards receiving as
Cool,
well.
bet. I'm good.
You can be good.
McCaffrey better than Saquon Barkley?
This season, absolutely. It's not close.
Okay.
Because here's my thing. If McCaffrey gets going, it's just going to be a long day. It's just going to be a long day.
Did he get going last game?
No.
He is a special player, though.
No.
You think it's possible it happens again like that? No.
I don't think it's likely because you know this, bro. After you get your
You don't know what I know.
After you get your tail whooped, you watch film, you practice, and you pay attention to detail like you never have before.
Oh no, that's not true. I don't know that.
I
I
know
seen
that for
teams
sure.
get their ass beat and they get beat again. I seen that
Not
before.
good teams. Not good teams. Not mature teams.
All right, what we gonna see, though?
Like, I don't see the Niners having that type of defensive performance again. And mind you, they only gave up 13 points, which is what's crazy. Like, that's what's crazy. I don't love the performance, but
I think they had back-to-back bad defensive performances, though. I don't think they played amazing on the defensive side of the ball against
That's
the
what I'm
Bears either.
saying, like,
I don't think defensively they're a good team. I think they're a very average defensive team.
then let's talk about this offense. Because you think Kyle Shanahan going to lay another egg?
Nah, I think Kyle Shanahan's going to come ready.
I don't think it's his fault though. I think it's his talent base.
Is
Talent
Trent
base.
playing?
Trent should be playing, yes.
Because if-
Trent and Pearsall should both be playing in this game.
Because yesterday you told us that Pearsall was like a.
He's a difference maker.
He wouldn't
on,
have
man.
won them the
Difference.
game against the Seahawks. He's better than what they have.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro, he's
He's a first round pick. He's a starter. He went for 85 yards a game before. He's gone for like $140 in a game.
a lot of
this
guys
year.
have done that. That's not game changers. That's
I
not
didn't say he's a game changer.
Okay, what is
I
he?
said he's a difference maker.
Okay, there's guys.
He makes a difference.
There's guys not difference makers that have good games. Have made good. They're in the NFL. They're in the NFL. You should be able to play a little bit.
If you go out there with
is crazy.
If you go out there with Pearsall and Trent Williams, that's two starters back. That matters. That matters.
I disagree.
So Lane Johnson don't matter.
You talking about Hall of Famers? That matters.
Trent Williams is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, you said Trent, and you said
Pearsall.
Yeah, I don't think he's a difference maker. He's like a third. They're on the same boat. 3, 4.
Nah, I can't give you that, bro. Because
What?
Pearsall can do
I'm
stuff.
good.
Pearsall can do stuff that Jennings can't do. You know that. Yeah, you're like,
But DeMarcus Robinson can do what he does.
not the same. Not the same. I see what you're saying. Like, I think they're knockoff Pearsalls. They're just
Bro,
older.
bro.
D-Rob's a 30-year-old.
Just because you're a starter don't mean nothing. There's dudes that start on this team that won't start on other teams. Like where else would he start at?
Pearsall?
Yeah.
I think he'd start on every team as a number 3 at least. On every team. Teams go out there in 11 personnel.
Yeah, he played with us on the Cowboys. He played. Yeah,
He's starting on the Eagles.
Yo, can you go to his stats for a second?
He didn't play all year.
He didn't
been
play
hurt.
all year, yeah.
And you don't watch stats. Watch the game before 5 for 85.
But I'm saying, like, I can show you guys that play well. It's like you're trying to manipulate the conversation again. You talking me like this dude is like some bona fide
no,
superstar.
he's not a superstar, but he's a
So-
difference maker.
So somebody like he is.
And I'm not gonna lie. In the games that he played, he did
played-
eat though.
he's the
He had
difference maker.
He had
I mean-
5 for 85, 6 for 96. He got
hurt that
Okay,
other game.
all right.
Yeah, he had 8 for 117,
All
4
right,
for
so
56, 4 for 108.
He's good. He's good for 50 yards a game.
But I'm saying like
in a game where you average 350 yards, he's good for 20%.
He's also good to get hurt though.
He is.
But I'm saying we sit up here talking about this dude like he's a super road like difference maker. Like knock
He's
it
better
off.
than what they
Knock
have.
it- knock
Okay, he's better than what they have.
He's
Fine,
an upgrade
I'll
from what
submit
they
But
have.
they on the same boat.
No, they're not.
They're on the same boat. Talking about. Ask the
I
chat.
don't
Like, yeah, like he's a real like. Come on, man. Y'all making me be a hater, but it's like, what we talking about?
I think he's better than what they have.
I don't know whose fantasy team he's on. Maybe y'all's, but everyone else, they're not even
I don't
clocking
play
this like this.
fantasy.
I don't know.
What?
It is what it is. Look, we got some super chats.
Well, speaking of the chat, it's been going crazy in here.
yeah.
They've been on my head because they said I've been quiet too long. I ain't been reading their super chats.
Come on now, Trey.
Joshua Steiner B2J said, Trey, you making me mad. Give my super chat some respect. Annoying Bear is enough to deal with already. Gosh.
I agree.
Me and Shady's Eagles are the only repeat division champs.
We the only ones, dog.
Hashtag been there, won that.
Right.
Benji25 said, we just seen the Eagles play a better run game in Buffalo with Cook. We stopping CMC. Sorry, not sorry.
We did do that. We did do
They
that.
coming with the heat. The Ray Lamar experience said 1,000 yards equals 59 yards a game. There's no luster in 1,000 yards anymore. Team Kid Fresh said, hopefully y'all don't remember my last super chat. Just showing love to my favorite show. Go Birds.
what up with it?
George Flores said, Shady, how y'all not worried about anyone when your quarterback couldn't throw for 1 yard in 2 quarters last game?
So who said that? Who said that?
That was George Flores.
And who's his team?
I don't know. He didn't
I don't
say.
think he didn't say that.
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
Okay, Joe Todoro said, I don't mind resting the starters for the Eagles. What bothers me is the play calling. Commanders are playing their starters, and they hate us. Take the points. What is the dollar sign? 4th and 1 in their red zone, and you go for it? That makes me crazy. X-Man095 said, Shady, you sound mighty tough and confident playing in a division full of non-factors. We smoking Eagle Pack. Cry, Woo! Eagle, cry. Woo! Hashtag Woo! Bang, bang. Exclusive CMR said, what's up, fellas? Happy New Year's. Couple things. 1, Lamar getting sold by his kicker is atrocious work.
Yeah.
2, Seahawks are nasty so long as Darnold continues to stay under 20 pass attempts.
True.
Hashtag Go Hawks.
Okay.
And 3, hashtag Fire Stefanski.
Oh. Yo, hold on. You can tell he's a Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
He's letting you know, yo, the best thing for our team is to run the ball with the running backs.
Yeah.
And not let our quarterback throw the ball too much.
Yeah.
Were you wrong about that? You want to apologize?
I said
he did. He said he apologized yesterday.
He said yesterday.
I kept asking
you
if you accept his apology.
You first, and then he was like, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Make sure he
Hey, what's the last thing he said? That last hashtag.
Fire Stefanski.
Yeah, no, we got to talk about that because as it stands right now, Shedeur Sanders, his rookie season is done. He finished with a 3-4 record as a starter, 1,400 passing yards, 8 total touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. Asking for a grade on his rookie season, but I'll ask you fellas, did he do enough in those final 7 games to be the starter for the Browns next season?
You up 2-5?
I don't, when you grading rookies is hard because they're rookies. They're going to make mistakes. They're playing against defenses they haven't seen, right? The speed of the game is faster. They're trying to get used to that. So I never really judge rookies. And you never really know, like, oh, is this guy for the future? Unless you look at their draft status, right? Like Caleb Williams last year. The tape didn't tell you, oh, my God, he's our guy for next year. The draft pick told you that. He's number 1 pick overall. So that told you he's going to be there next year. And then you look at him this next year, his second year, he looks way, way better. What I would say this, though. I think he handles himself well. He made a lot of mistakes because he's a rookie. But he made some big-time plays, too. I think he showed enough spark that, hey, man, going into training camp, I think he should be the starter. And I think they should bring in a veteran dude to compete against him. I feel like in football, man, competition always brings the best out. I remember I think my 3rd year, Andy Reid brought in Ronnie Brown. Now, Ronnie Brown had a name to him. And I looked at Andy like, yo, what you bring him for? He said, why, you scared? And he laughed. He said, I mess with you. He said, he give you a break or two. He said, but also to give you some competition. And I thought about it like, damn, it made sense because when I heard the name, when I heard about the trade, it got me up and going. And I think you bring somebody like Shedeur, who is a good kid, that is confident, bring him in competition for training camp. But I would say that for the future, I would have him in there for sure. But I also would bring a veteran guy in there to compete for that job.
The 2026 draft class is why Shedeur will be the starter for the Cleveland Browns next year.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. There is no bona fide Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May. If those people were coming out, Shedeur didn't do enough to be the starter for next year. But since those individuals are not coming out, I'm starting Shedeur. I'm drafting a first-round pick wide receiver. I'm drafting a first-round pick offensive lineman. I'm building this team around Shedeur, and I'm seeing how far Shedeur Sanders can take me. And if he can't take me that far, then I'm trying to see if I can get Arch Manning the following year, if Arch Manning is what everybody believes Arch Manning can be. But with this draft class coming up, hell no, Shedeur's the guy.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie. When I watch the tape, I didn't see enough improvement from Shedeur to say, you know what? I love this kid as my future. I'm not looking at anybody else. I didn't see all that. But I saw enough to say, you know what? He might be able to get me 7 to 9 wins next year if I shore up that offensive line, if I shore up my wide receiving core. Quinshon Judkins, if he comes back healthy, he might be able to get me 7 to 9. I like Isaiah Bond as a number 3 and what he can do. I love Harold Fannin. David Njoku, solid player. I don't mind Jerry Jeudy as a number 2 or a number 3 either. So Shedeur did enough to stave off a bad quarterback class. But he would have been trampeded had it been the 2024 quarterback class. And I think that is just the most objective and fair take. I want to hear your take, though, Care Bear.
No, I agree. I think this year's quarterback class is the reason why he's probably going to be the starting quarterback. I don't think his threat to the starting quarterback position exists in a rookie for next season. It exists in a free agency quarterback. If you're the Cleveland Browns, you get this new head coach. That new head coach might want someone else, right? They might want one of their guys that fits their system or whatever it is. I could see them potentially making a move for a Kirk Cousins, making a move for a Mac Jones, making a move for one of these guys that's a quality backup, a Marcus Mariota even, to have that bridge year to get to what you want to. I think they should, honestly, be drafting around Shedeur Sanders. I think at this point for the Cleveland Browns, your biggest issue right now is not quarterback. Your biggest issue right now is at left tackle and the fact that you don't have a number 1 wide receiver. You need to address those issues. You have the number 6 overall pick, and I think, do they have another first?
Yeah, they have another first.
Yeah, they have 2 firsts, but now they're going to be set at the number 6 overall pick. You're not getting a quarterback with that draft pick. You need to go get the offense some help. You have an incredibly talented defense with one of the best players of an entire generation, a phenomenal top 5 corner in my opinion. You need some help on offense. You should draft around that. The thing that sucks, though, this year, we talked about the quarterback market. I don't know if there's a bona fide number 1 wide receiver out there as well. I really don't. I don't think there's a guy that's a real game changer at wide receiver. There's Jordan Tyson from Arizona State, really talented player, amazing. Everyone thinks he can, but there's still question marks there. And then Carnell Tate, I don't know if he's the number 1 right now. I don't know if I want a number 1 that's not the number 1 on this
Here's the
college
good thing about wide receivers. Wide receivers in the NFL, they will go wherever the bread is.
Yeah.
So you can get George Pickens if you really want him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you really want George Pickens, you
that's
can
a
get
great
him.
move.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
And
that.
also, what we know about these wide receivers is it's the easiest to make the transition from college to the NFL. The easiest position is a wideout.
I agree with that.
We've seen wideouts that are second, third round picks, late first round picks. We've seen them make that jump. So, like, I don't mind either. Go get a George Pickens.
Yeah.
Go get a Carnell Tate. You could do both if you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and what we've seen out of Andrew Berry is him hitting on those offensive like prospects though too, especially the past couple of years.
But if I'm gonna say this, if I'm another coach 2-5 and I'm coming into Cleveland, I'm not coming under false pretenses. Are y'all in love with Shedeur or no? If y'all are, tell me now. Don't have me up in here trying to coach other people. Don't have me up in here trying to acquire a Malik Willis, trying to acquire competition. Then I see that I think Malik Willis is better than Shedeur, and now everybody's calling for my job because I didn't give Shedeur a fair shake. So Andrew Berry, Jimmy Haslam, if y'all want it to be Shedeur and y'all want it to be Shedeur blindly, tell the next head coach. Do not set him up for failure because I believe Stefanski got put in a conundrum this year when Andrew Berry drafts Shedeur after Kevin Stefanski drafts Dylan Gabriel. Now somebody got to get fired. Either Berry or Stefanski is getting fired regardless. Go ahead, 2-5.
Yeah, but no, I think it'll be a conversation though. Like, I think sometimes when you bring in a head coach and you have that meeting with the owner and the GM, they're gonna mention that. Hey, look, we like Shedeur, right? We're not saying he is the future, but we think he may be the future. So bring in another veteran, a guy you might like, right, and let him battle it out. And I think the better man will win. So I do think Shedeur has done enough to give him his chance in the next year to start training camp.
Yeah.
But I will say bring another guy in there. But they need so many more holes just the quarterback, like the offensive line. There's a lot of times that Shedeur was getting a defender in his face so fast, right? I think they need a number 1 receiver like Jerry Jeudy. I think he's good. I mean, I don't know much. I think he's good. They need better though. They need a lot better.
I agree with that. I think that Shedeur Sanders has done as much to secure his spot as the starting quarterback for his team next season as a J.J. McCarthy has.
But the thing is, what conversations is Shedeur being in? Because JJ's terrible right now.
Yeah, and he's
Tyler
a year 2.
Shuck is really good.
Yeah, that's true.
Jackson Dart showed a lot of promise. Cam Ward at the end of the season showed a lot of promise.
Yeah.
So it's weird. I'm not sure what conversation to put Shedeur in. We can't put him in the Tyler Shuck conversation. He wasn't near as good.
No.
We can't put him in the Jackson Dart conversation.
His
he wasn't
situation
near
nearly as good though.
At all.
Tyler Shuck has a phenomenal rookie left tackle that he got. He has a real number 1 option in the Chris Olave. He has a great play caller in Kellen Moore as well. Like that's different.
But
he has a different situation.
But you sound like you're making excuses because
I'm not making excuses.
His situation
He's in a better
is no
situation.
better than Jackson Dart's. Jackson Dart's number 1 wide receiver is a 5'8" Wandale Robinson. First 5'8" receiver to go over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
But that's who was the majority of the season. Malik Neighbors got hurt early. Yeah. We ain't seen, I forget the Scattaboo. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
We ain't talked about Scattaboo in forever. And his coach got fired.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jackson Dart's coach got fired. Brian Daboll.
Yeah.
So, I just don't want to make excuses because everybody can have an excuse.
Those teams
everybody
are
can
better
have an excuse.
though, Acho. We have
the
to
Giants are bad.
The Giants offensively
are bad.
Okay.
They're bad. They're just bad. There's no way around. They're bad.
Okay.
We can measure poop. They're all crappy now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're all crappy. Now Shedeur's O-line, to your point, it was bad. But it's also hurt. That's why I don't think they're that far away. You're going to get Wyatt Teller back. You're going to get Conklin back. You need a left tackle. You get your left tackle, plus Conklin, plus Teller. Go get you a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Go to bag at George Pickens. And even, we're talking about Pickens. You don't even need a Pickens. Who was it that the Jags got this year? Jacoby Myers turned into a dude for them. Devontae Parker turned into a dude for them.
Yeah.
The Texans went out and got Christian, he was number 3 for the Cardinals, and he went to the Jags. They overpaid him. Christian, somebody played at Texas A&M, was a punt returner. Care Bear.
Texas A&M?
Like 7 years ago. Anyway, the Texans got a dude, a speed burner.
Yeah.
He went from the Cardinals
Devon
to the
Achane?
Jags.
Oh, no,
to
no,
the,
you're talking about, I know what you're talking about. I forgot what his name is. Yeah.
Turned into a dude.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Christian Kirk.
Yeah, Christian
turned
Kirk.
into a dude.
Oh, Christian Kirk is a slot wide receiver.
Yeah,
it was,
that's him.
I forgot
That's what I'm
his
talking
name
about.
was, yeah.
But turned into a dude. Like,
Yeah.
receivers aren't all
Yeah,
that hard
yeah.
to find.
Yeah.
But I do think teams need number ones. I hate
do
when
need a
teams
number
go
one.
out there and they spend a lot of money on just get a good guy. No, you're gonna spend money. Go out there and get your number one, a bona fide number one, right? Like I remember when who was that? That was the Jaguars. You talk about Christian Kirk?
Yeah.
They went out there and went and go
Thought he
get
was going
him.
to be a number one, and he wasn't.
I'm thinking like, wow, he's not a number one dude. Go out and if you got a young quarterback, it helps to have like a bona fide Pro Bowler type caliber.
Yeah.
So let's say because sometimes you say number one, it's like, all right, who is he? Devontae Adams? Is he Cooper? Is he Puka? Get somebody like a bona fide like first team type of Pro Bowler, right? That means he's like not all pro, but he's right there.
Yeah.
You
But
get what I'm saying?
the only one,
like
though,
I look at the Bears like DJ
Moore.
DJ Moore. He's really really good. He might not be top 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's a bona fide Pro Bowl dude. Like, all right, if you're getting the ball, he's gonna help your quarterback out.
Yep.
He's gonna make the game easier for your quarterback.
Yep.
Give me somebody like that.
Yeah. Well,
You were talking about Jakeem Grant.
Yeah, well, no,
Texas Tech.
Oh,
even
remember him, Jakeem Grant?
Yeah,
Texas
Jakeem
Tech.
Grant. Yeah, Texas Tech. Yeah.
But even think about this, though, 2-5.
Fast.
I think there's only probably 2 of them out there. George Pickens, and a lot of people saying Moore is on the trade market. Because there's probably 18 to 20 bona fide number ones in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like,
18
But-
to 20.
that he's referencing.
No,
like,
but I'm
first
saying
team Pro Bowl talent.
But I'm saying like I give you a guy like Waddle, right?
Jalen Waddle,
Jalen
yeah.
Waddle.
Yeah.
He's the type of guy in the right situation with the type of talent that he does have for the good coordinator and a solid quarterback. I can see him being that bridge Pro Bowl one dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But remember what you always say, and I don't know if you'll say this because Shedeur's your dog, is will these dudes want to go play with Shedeur? Because if you look at Shedeur's tape too,
I would tell you this though, they love Shedeur.
I'm not talking about as a friend.
No,
I'm saying
no,
like
they're not trying to
you
be-
always say.
no,
Remember,
they're not trying to be his friend. I think he has that type of personality where like you gravitate to him. The dude ain't no bum. He a rookie. I mean, how many wide receivers was begging to go to Chicago last year? None of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you see the talent, you okay. Josh Allen's another one. When he first started, nobody was trying to go to. I ain't trying to play with Josh Allen in Buffalo. He got talent, but he's a rookie. He's throwing the ball everywhere.
Yeah,
You see the talent and you let him keep going and go, okay, he's getting better. Boom. Let me be that guy like Stephon Diggs. You know what? Because Stephon Diggs is that type of player. Stephon Diggs, we look at him now, it's like, yo, he's a bona fide all-pro type receiver.
yeah, but at the time,
But at the time,
He was just
when
a
he's with the
really
Vikings,
good, yeah.
he was a really good like Pro Bowl dude that
Yeah.
didn't have the right situation.
Yeah.
You get him a really good quarterback like Josh Allen, who was doing this. He was doing that.
Yeah.
But he wasn't where he's at. They both was together, and you see what they did.
yeah,
Yeah, see, that's my thing though too. Is like, you can make it seem like there's wide receivers just readily available, but there's so many teams that need them.
Yeah.
there's something like
Yeah.
that. Like I don't know if I can agree with that because it's just there's the Raiders don't have anyone. The
Yeah.
Jags, you wouldn't say they have a real bona fide. Well, now Brian Thomas he fell
Travis
off.
Hunter
Yeah,
is supposed to
Brian,
be-
yeah. Travis
Thompson's
Hunter
nice
and
too.
Brian Thomas had an awful year this year, but like they. It's not so easy to just go out there and find a bona fide number one
Correct.
as you make it seem. And also, George Pickens can get franchise tagged. I don't know if he's.
I know.
I don't
He
even know
can.
if he's going to be available. That would be awesome for them.
Or what
but-
about guys that they want big ass contracts?
that's what I'm thinking.
and their coach,
yeah.
we don't give you that. So we like Derek, not Derek, DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
There's that on him.
Yeah.
He won a big deal. You know what?
But I was thinking that 2-5. But you have to. All right, now you got to think of what teams have 2 number ones, and are they willing to let one go? Eagles aren't letting Smitty go.
What about the Bengals, though?
Remember, T just re-upped. They were packing
Yeah,
deal.
but this deal wasn't like it wasn't sort of sewn up like you thought it was.
But
It
if T
wasn't.
wanted to dip, he would have dipped. Remember, T didn't want to dip. That's why he re-signed. Like, T lost money to stay in Cincy. You know what I'm saying? So, so your point is maybe Waddle, but what's up with Tyreek? Or maybe Tyreek. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Tyreek coming back from that injury.
What about old boy from Let me think for a second.
Because when you think about DK, they had JSN, so they're like, you know what? We good. Like, unless maybe the Bucks let go of Godwin, something like that.
What about Stephon Diggs though?
He's not enough. He's not enough.
See, that's what you say. I think he's still like
You
that.
think if Shedeur only has a 32-year-old Stephon, you think that's enough?
Yeah, this is the bridge to get him going. Yeah. See, You don't be watching Stephon Diggs when they throw him the ball. He gets busy.
He nice, but Stephon, if you said a bona fide number one, I don't know if I classify Stephon today as a bona fide number one. I think next year we'll be like, man, they only gave him a 32-year-old Stephon Diggs. They doing what the Ravens did with Lamar when they gave him Dez Bryant and D-Hop.
Nah, I think Stephon Diggs is still nice. He got a lot of stuff off the field. Maybe that might hold him back. Other than that, bro, nice still. He gets busy.
That's fair. That's fair. Care Bear, talk to me.
I got.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got some super chats if y'all want to get to them. Real
Chris
quick.
Olave's a good one too, though. Acho, Chris Olave.
Yeah, facts.
We got a $50 super chat from Jay Bragg. Said Acho, outside of the terrible offense, special teams was the worst in the league. Operations were horrible all year, and his whole assessment of the QB room, all of that on top of he hasn't won in 2 years, means it's time to move on. Plain and simple. Love the show. We got another $50 super chat from Dominic Scott. Said, one for Shady. What's a better running back committee? What's better, a running back committee like the Hawks doing with Sharps and K9, or someone crazy like Jonathan Taylor, Cook, or backs of that nature? As for Acho, what's your top 5 edge players now that Miles has the record?
Top 5 edge players of all time?
That's what seems like. That's what he's asking. Yeah, that's
let me go this generation so I can keep it. You know what I'm saying? Let me go this generation. And this generation since the turn of the century.
Okay.
Let me go Julius Peppers. Let me go DeMarcus Ware. Let me go Von Miller. Let me go Myles Garrett. And let me go top 5 of this generation. Who am I missing? Turn of the century. Let me go
TJ Watt. I was about to say
let me go TJ Watt.
But why are you going easy with it? You do your research
All time?
all time.
Okay,
I got some on mine right now.
Let me go Reggie White.
Oh, that's a
Let
nice
me
one.
go Bruce Smith.
Bruce Smith was a dog.
Let me go Myles Garrett.
You gonna say the best one of all time?
I think Reggie's the best all time.
No, he's not.
You saying LT?
LT. Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
Reggie or LT?
I think Reggie's best all time.
LT was.
I think LT has a lot of that Michael Jordan lore.
No. LT
does have a lot of
LT has a lot of that
Reggie
lore.
is crazy.
Nah,
Reggie's crazy.
Reggie was nice, but LT was on coke doing it too, though.
A lot of them was on coke doing it though.
Nah,
They added to their ability.
you don't know that. But what we do know is that LT was coked up.
Wait, did I get my 5?
I'm not gonna lie, you coked up out there would have gone crazy.
You
bro.
said
Think about how
Reggie,
shifty
LT.
Shady would have been on a little.
Bruce
Nah,
Smith,
I ain't on that.
Reggie White, LT, Myles Garrett,
License?
and then let me go with
You said Bruce Smith first?
Bruce, Reggie White, Lawrence Taylor, Myles Garrett.
Nice lineup.
Man, I think Julius Peppers went crazy. So
Julius Peppers
yeah,
was
oh,
crazy.
shit.
So I'm gonna take Julius Peppers.
I
All
hate
time. He's an all-time list too.
I ain't like
Julius
that.
Peppers went crazy.
And he said about the running backs, Julius Peppers was nice though. He was scary too.
Yeah, so he was asking you, Shady. He wants to know: do you like the running back by committee more,
Yeah, see,
or do you
no,
like the
no,
dogs
I-
like JT Cook?
Nah, I like big dogs. And I'm disrespecting anybody from the Seahawks, but for example, I think a lot of times they take Walker out too fast.
Yeah.
Bro, he's a difference maker. Elusive, fast, good eyes, explosion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need that in there. But I think sometimes when you do by committee, if a dude's hot and the back is supposed to go on there, it's like it's
about
weird. Where when you see a running back and he's in the groove, like Derrick Henry, he's in the groove, he gets better and better and better. You need that.
Yeah.
You keep taking me out, like nah, I'm hot. Keep the hot hand going, but there's no hot hand going because I'm the only hand.
Talk about
But if
it.
it's two hands, like what do you got to do both for that?
And can I also call out the BS, bro? It's all fun and games. Oh, yeah, that's my dog. That's the committee. Until you stop getting carries. David Montgomery came on our show with Gamir Gibbs. We the best tandem in the league. And they are. Boy, did you see David Montgomery's face the last 5 games on that bench?
Yeah.
I mean, like, sick. And he ain't mad at Jameer Gibbs, obviously, but, like, sick.
He's not-
Bruh,
yeah, he's not-
Did
he's
you
not-
see Kenneth Walker when Charbonnet went into the game and got that 26-yard
touchdown.
touch? You saw it?
How was he?
Yeah.
Bruh. Face mask
Body
on,
language,
head down,
yeah.
and just like you know when you already flexed? Mm-hmm. He just and not mad at Charbonnet,
Nope.
but Kenneth Walker was killing it.
Yeah.
He was
I
cooking.
just said, bro.
And now Charbonnet go in the game and get an untouched tug, and he probably thinking like,
yeah, bro, I don't like that.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
what we
it's-
doing here?
At the end of the
What
day,
we doing
you trying to
here-
feed your family. You
Correct.
trying to get your own personal accolades and make
Correct.
sure you can
And-
prolong your
and
career.
it's not like the Seahawks are running the ball 40 times a game.
They need
so
to.
it's not like you get
they need to that quarterback.
They do, but it's not like you getting your 25 touches and 15 touches. No,
Right.
Kenneth Walker getting like 13 carries.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Where they do that at?
Nah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I got a couple more to get through real quick. I drop combos says Shady, you hating Slick Rick is wild if you go watch his Florida Gator film. Swaggy D-Dot said, yo, Shady, I'm a Bucks fan. Thanks for 2020.
Wait.
Ricky was like that in college. But
We talking about college?
He don't care about college.
He don't call. Yeah, that's why I just kept it rolling. So he said, yo, Shady, I'm a Bucks fan. Thanks for 2020. But what should we do now? Also, you never give praise to your old team.
Well, I try to be honest. I try to be honest.
Okay. Keep it honest.
What you want me to do? Because Baker Mayfield's there. Y'all told me how great he was. Now y'all saying he's not that great. I'm lost. I think
So you don't got nothing good to say about the Bucks?
I think you need to keep the head coach. I think Bowles is a good coach. Address the defense a little bit.
Okay.
It's time for Baker Mayfield to get his walking papers, dude.
Wow.
I'm being serious though.
We'll get to that tomorrow. That's a tomorrow conversation. Where we at?
Look,
Yeah, that's all I got. They asked if is Shedeur Sanders' situation worse than Cam Ward? Yes or no?
No, Cam Ward's
He's
Cam's coach got fired.
actually
And his coach got fired like 5 weeks into the season.
I don't know,
Cam
man.
Ward is actually in NFL hell.
That was
I don't know, man.
They don't have no run game. They don't
I
have
don't
no
know,
receivers. They
yo.
don't have no defense. They don't
It's
have
bad. It's
nothing.
bad in Cleveland, though. It is bad in Cleveland. It's bad.
It's bad. It ain't Tennessee
coach on your
bad.
life is
Shout
bad
out
over there.
Shout
It's
out
bad.
to our guy Trell Jones. He'll tell you how bad it is.
The other thing is
It's
like,
bad over there, man.
Care Bear, name 6 Titans players.
I was gonna say 5, but
Players, not just offense.
Jeffrey Simmons,
Yep.
Jarius Sneed,
Yep.
Cam Ward,
Yep.
Tajay Spears.
Yep.
Is that 4?
Yeah. 4.
Got 2 more.
And Care Bear be knowing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he's
by the way, like,
walking
this is one of the
almanac.
most educated people.
Gunnar Helm. Tight end.
Gunnar Helm.
He went to
He's a tight
Texas.
end. Yeah, I know him because he went to Texas. Oh, Tavondre Sweat. There you go. I got you
Okay,
6.
he
He went
did
to
it. He
Texas.
did
Nah,
it.
but hold on. We got to
Shady couldn't have done that.
What? I done named
6.
I done named starters. Stop playing with me, man.
No,
Y'all
those do
get
start.
crazy.
They do
man.
start.
No, they do
All
start.
right.
They
Hey,
do
get
start.
going. We got a good conversation
Look,
to get to.
One more $50 super
Go
chat
ahead,
from
go
our
ahead.
resident comedian Taller 340 said, I feel like Brandon Ayuk could get a second chance in Cleveland. That's what they need. What do y'all think? Y'all see Brandon Ayuk
I
in
like that
Cleveland?
one. I like that one.
I don't trust Ayuk anymore.
Yeah, I know
I
you're
don't
not
even want
big
him with
on
Shedeur.
Ayuk. Yeah.
See, this the thing. I don't know. You think it's all love and all that, but the upstairs, all right, I know some stuff. They want to treat Ayuk the right way.
That's fair. But even with that being said, I just don't want Shedeur to have a receiver that, if not getting treated the right way, might just dip on you. I'm thinking selfishly for Shedeur here. So like I want Shedeur to have a receiver that's going to come to work every day, reliable,
talented.
give me 80 yards a game.
But he was all that till you started lying to me on it. Let's do good business. That's it. Yo, you a good coach, I'm a good player. You an honest coach, I'm an honest player. It's that simple.
Yeah.
I hear you, but
Now look,
where we at?
Look, we got to keep it pushing. Regular season is over, so it's now time to have the MVP talks. This is the toughest MVP race to call in years, said Chase Daniel on Twitter. Drake May versus Matthew Stafford. Stafford's thrown for over 4,700 yards and 46 touchdowns with a 12-5 record. May has over 4,800 total yards with 35 touchdowns and a 14-3 record. Fellas, MVP race. It's going to be interesting. Do you think it should be Matthew Stafford or Drake May? Now that we had a week to calm down, I think actually.
Go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Please.
I'll state my case for Matthew Stafford. I think it should be Matthew Stafford. The records, I think everyone's going to talk about him losing those games and whatnot. Yes, they did have those tough games. You look at scheduling, right? I'm not saying that we should discredit Drake May. He had an incredible season, an MVP caliber season, 100%. But Drake May played 4 playoff teams this year. I'm sorry, he played 3 playoff teams this year. He played the Bills twice, which counts for those 4 games. Matthew Stafford has won as many playoff games as Drake May, or won as many games against playoff teams as Drake May has played. Drake May has a 2-2 record against playoff teams this season. Did you know that? They are 4. I think it's they're 12 and 1 against the rest of the teams that they have on their schedule. I'm sorry. Matthew Stafford this season goes out there, throws for 4,700 yards, 46 touchdowns. His team, no, they did not win their division. He would be the first MVP winner to not win his division since Adrian Peterson, and I think he's incredibly deserving of it. Drake May's been incredible, but we have to talk about who we're playing against at the end of the day. A 2-2 record against playoff
agree with
teams.
that.
I'm not going to hold Matthew Stafford's record against him when he had to play 8 games against playoff teams this season. That's how I feel about it.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with all of this MVP conversation. If you want to talk about who Matthew Stafford did it against, then you also have to mention who Matthew Stafford did it with. Matthew Stafford played more playoff teams than anybody in football. I get it. But Matthew Stafford is also playing with a future first ballot Hall of Famer the majority of the season in Devontae Adams, though he didn't play the last 3 games, and probably one of the best, if not the best offensive coach of the generation, maybe second to Andy Reid. If you want to talk about who Matthew Stafford did it against, then please also mention who he did it with. If you want to tell me the war that Matthew Stafford won, then tell me the artillery he went to battle with. Because Drake may not have won as many big wars, but he went with spoons. He went with knives, with dull blades. So you have to keep everything in context. I think it's an incredibly tight MVP race. I think Drake May winning his division and the division being in with Josh Allen matters. That matters. I can't reveal who I'm voting for just yet because I don't know. It's due Monday, January 5th, 3 p.m. Eastern time, so it's due soon. I don't know exactly who I'm voting for yet, but it's a tight race.
I disagree on the spoons thing. The New England Patriots this season had the 6th ranked rushing defense in the entire NFL. It's not like rushing offense in the entire NFL. He had help. He had a run game this season. And look, I give you all the credit in the world. When he played against the best teams, he had a 500 record, the same as Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford just had to do it 8 times. He got to do it 4. You played the Jets twice. You played the Browns, the Bengals, all the mud of the AFC. And I'm not saying that's a slight on him. I'm saying look at what Matthew Stafford had to line up against week in and week out. He had a way tougher schedule of games. And he outperformed.
But it's twofold. If you're going to tell me about, so I love this conversation. 1, because it's respectful. 2, there's nuance. Run game. In part, obviously, you got to say, you know what? Shout out to Drake May for opening that up, but also shout out to the running backs. But here's the other thing. I'm curious to see how many times did Matthew Stafford throw the ball versus Drake May throw the ball. Because if you want to talk about run game, Drake May got his 35 touchdowns with probably significantly less attempts. Pull up Matthew Stafford. Pull up where we're at Drake May's pass attempts.
Yeah.
Let me know as soon as you have Drake May's pass attempts, just shout them out. Then when you get Stafford's pass attempts, shout them out.
I'm not sure if they've added the last
There's so much nuance in all of this because Stafford was letting it rip and he was killing it. Stafford has like 3-4 touchdown no pick games, like 2-3 touchdown no pick games, and a couple 5 touchdown no pick games.
Yeah.
Stafford was going crazy.
I believe Stafford had over 600 pass attempts. Drake May had just over 500. So he had almost 100 more pass attempts.
So that matters too.
Yeah.
If we're going to talk about how Matthew Stafford had 10 more passing touchdowns than Drake May, well, my dog had, or maybe
Except
15.
he had 15 more passing touchdowns.
And
15 more passing touchdowns than 100.
But if Stafford had 100 more attempts, that matters.
Do you think Drake May in 100 more passing attempts gets 15 more touchdowns?
No.
That's
I don't. But
15's a lot.
But
15's a lot.
We watched the game today, right?
Yeah.
You saw Puka catch it. Did he need 2 hands?
No.
He needed 1.
No, exactly.
I haven't seen Kyle Williams make a one-handed touchdown grab this season.
I've seen Stephon Diggs do
Not
something
that
like that.
I've seen Stephon make a one-handed touchdown grab this season.
I hear you.
But think about this too. From week 7 to like week 12, what was the Rams' go-to goal line play? It wasn't HB dive.
No.
And it wasn't tush push.
No.
It was fade to Devontae Adams.
But that's your skill set. I'm not punishing him for having great players.
No, not at all. I'm just saying context. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, dang, Matthew Stafford got all these he does. Like, shout out to Stafford. He's amazing. But context. You got to the red zone with the Patriots. They're turning around and they're handing it off. So I'm not going to punish Drake May for that either. Go ahead, 2-5, please.
No, because my question is like, well, if you're doing like that, then it's like, you can't count none of the stats then. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, you picking what you want and what you don't want. So if one guy has 15 more passing touchdowns, you talking about, well, you know, Drake May he has less pass attempts and he runs the ball. We can't do none of that.
Yeah.
The MVP is based on your stats. That's what it's about, right? The quarterback stat for real. And you look at the quarterback stats, Matthew Stafford got a lot more better ones than him, Alcho.
Yeah.
And but I'm saying, like, when you want to sit around like, who he did it with him, I don't want to do none of that. I'm just asking you, who had a better season? It's a tough one because they both did very, very well. But the stuff Matthew Stafford doing, dog, you can't deny that.
Shady, I think where the hesitation comes in.
And I like Drake May, though.
Yeah. No, I think Drake May is also. I think where the hesitation comes in is he'd be the first player to be a wild card seed to win the MVP since Adrian Peterson in 2012.
Yeah.
Before that, Peyton Manning won in 2008. They were a wild card seed. They didn't win their division.
So what's that mean?
I think.
What's
to me,
you
it
telling
shouldn't mean anything.
That's
Whenever you have
why-
46
why matter?
when you're still a 12-win team and you have 46 touchdowns and 8 interceptions and you play in the toughest division in football, even if we go look at the standings right now in the NFC, the 3 best records in the NFC, I believe, belong to
The
NFC
West,
West teams. Like I'm not punishing. Oh, well, you didn't win your division.
But here's why it matters. It's not a coincidence they didn't win the division. It's not like the games that cost them the division were the games Stafford sold. Stafford only had 2 bad games all year. That's it. He had an atrocious game against the Atlanta Falcons, 3 interceptions.
Yes.
He had an atrocious game against the Carolina Panthers, 2 interceptions and a fumble to 1 for a touchdown. 1 interception was in the end zone when it was a 7-point swing. So, like, the reason they didn't win the division wasn't like, oh, the defense choked it away. No, like, if Stafford doesn't fail 2 games, now mind you, he was incredible. So, like, but if he doesn't fail 2 games, they win the division, and he runs away with MVP. Only reason the conversation is on Stafford. Like, Stafford should have run away with the MVP. Also, remember, Josh Allen, Shady has won the division like 6 years in a row, maybe 5 or 6 years in a row.
Something like that.
So to go win a division that Josh Allen owns, Josh owns this.
Yeah.
To go do what Tua couldn't do. When Tua had the division up 8-3 and Josh Allen was 6-6 after week 12, if y'all go back 3 years. To go do what Tua tried and couldn't do.
So-
like, that matters.
So I want to ask you. So it's
Yes,
not
sir.
even about this the actual play of the quarterbacks. It's about like if they won the division, if they did this, if they did that.
Because it's all of it. How you play would dictate if you win the division. If Drake May loses to the Bills in Buffalo, Drake doesn't win the division. Okay. So like he won that game, which helped him win the division.
Then he lost, but he lost again. Like they split.
Yeah, they split.
I mean, because even like some of these, you talking about some of these players. I remember it was a time where like Devontae wasn't even getting off. He was scoring touchdowns. We weren't even getting off. And then as he slowly got into the game plan, he started doing more.
Yep.
I just don't want to like start knocking players because of the small little things. You go out there and you play. And then once you play, what it look like. If we simplify it as much as possible, Matthew Stafford should be the MVP.
But if you strictly
We just simplify.
But 2-5. See, here's what's crazy to me. If you're strictly going off what it looks like, I think that's Drake May's best argument. If you're going off numbers, hell no, go Stafford. It's not even. If you're going off numbers, if you're going off data, if our brains weren't and our eyes weren't making the decision, and you just have like a non-football fan, but like a Yale grad in math come say, okay, look at Stafford's strength of schedule, look at his touchdowns, look at his interceptions, look at his DVOA, look at his EPA.
Yeah.
Stafford's running away with it. It's my eyes that keep Drake May in it. It's my eyes.
Well, he got numbers too, though. He balls and he got some numbers. I'm just saying, from your eye test and the numbers, because it's like, okay, I want to service everybody in the room.
Yeah.
And then speak easy. I'm not like a numbers guy like you guys are, but I do understand numbers. I'm more of an eyeball test. The eyeball test, it shows me that Stafford's like that. Then we go to y'all with the numbers. The numbers show me he's like that. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Drake May, same thing.
Okay,
That's why Drake May is in the conversation MVP.
Give me the experience, because what I love about being a voter, not every voter played. I didn't play at the highest level. I think Tom Brady, Kurt Warner, those guys are voters, but I played at a higher level than some people that are just writers. My experience also tells me my teammates dictate my success. Like when I would run out there with the Eagles with the ones, and I had Fletcher Cox, Benny Logan, Trent Cole, and Connor Barwin in front of me, I had significantly more success than when I was running out there with the twos. Or the threes. When I'm running out there with the twos and the threes, and everybody's just coming up on me real quick, I'm like, whoa! Like, I can't butt press. I can't assess anything. But when I'm going out there with Malcolm Jenkins behind me and he's calling coverage, way different than when I got to call coverage and call the front.
Yeah.
So experience also says teammates dictate success, and Drake May doesn't have as much help.
You know what? But see, I don't necessarily agree with that, though, because his running backs have made plays. The kid Henderson is explosive as it gets.
Yeah.
I look at the special teams for the Patriots.
Yep.
They make tons of plays, and then the defense ain't sorry.
The defense is good.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so if you speaking like that collectively, I mean, he got players with him.
Yeah.
Even Stephon Diggs this year, they didn't even really like make him the focal point in the offense, and he was 30 yards from having 1,000.
Yeah.
Hold on,
okay,
man. In primetime games, when you needed a superstar, he showed up as a superstar. You keep talking about this Buffalo game you keep going back to on the road. Valid point. who was the biggest star in that game? If it wasn't Drake May, it was Stephon Diggs. So I think he got pieces. And he got 2 running backs at that got busy. So
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. I guess the names are bigger with.
But
with,
even the game. Let's not act like I'm tripping. Like
No, you're not
Puka
tripping.
Nacua and Devontae Adams.
Them dudes is phenomenal.
Yeah.
are great.
I mean,
Devontae also has missed like
He's
5-6 games
He
this
did.
season though too.
That matter.
And he still got busy in those
He led the
games.
league in touchdowns like through 12 weeks.
Yes, of
even
course.
the running
but he
back
was
Trayvon-
having, like,
Trayvon
40
Henderson didn't start getting busy until week 5, 6.
I know, but Matthew
So,
Stafford
like,
deserves credit for that as well.
Yeah,
He's the
he
one
does.
feeding. Devontae Adams was in
He
wash
does.
conversations before this year. Let's not act like
he wasn't in Washington.
okay. Devontae
He was
Adams,
an All-Pro 2 years ago.
we thought his best years were behind him, and then this year he looked like one of his.
I think his
his
best years
versions
still
of
are
himself.
behind him. I just think I think his best years still are behind him. I just think Devontae, the Rams' offense is better than the Patriots' offense. We're not.
It is. They have a better play caller.
But a lot of that is Stafford though.
Yeah.
That makes him like that.
Devontae's
Every wide
like
receiver
that
won't
everywhere.
go. But listen, every wide receiver won't go over to every quarterback can't just go over there and make that thing just jump and pop.
No, but I've seen Devontae go for 1,400 with Derek Carr. So like, I assume Devontae's good.
just say
Those
46.
years ago though.
No, they weren't. Shady. It was 2 years ago.
More
Remember,
than-
he did that nonsense with Aaron Rodgers. That little.
It was 2 years or 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
it was 2.
I don't know. I just think it's tough to diminish stats whenever like they're this insane. 46 touchdowns and 8
Let me
interceptions
ask you,
over
is
the
it
NFL
close?
season.
Is it close?
Yeah, of course it's close. I'll give you the fact that it's close. I as a matter of fact, I think Drake May could still possibly win it. It's just, to me,
It's close.
to me, it's I'm giving it to Matthew
Jalen got
Stafford.
32
I think Matthew Stafford has been exceptional all year. If he has that game against the Falcons in week 2, we're not having this conversation.
Wait,
We're not. It's the timing of it.
Let me ask you this, Acho. Which race is closer, this year's or last year's, with Allen and Lamar? Because that was like week 15. It's this quarterback. Week 16.
I think this is the same race as last year. I think the difference is this is the same race as last year. The difference is Lamar got punished, not by me, but Lamar I do believe got punished by
Voter
some
fatigue.
because he had already won.
Yeah.
Whereas Stafford's going to get accelerated by some because
Because he's never won. Yeah.
So what punished Lamar is going to help Stafford. But this is the same race to me as last year.
I thought Josh was better than Lamar last year.
I also just think Josh is better than Lamar.
Yeah. I always
Like,
thought that.
I think Josh is better.
But I mean, he was he had what 40. This is another thing about Josh. Ain't he consistent? What is it, like 6 years straight? 40
Yeah, 40 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
And I think Josh was a 1 seed last year.
Yeah.
Josh the 1 seed last year,
Was he
right?
the 1 seed last year?
Well, look, I asked the chat. I said,
on
who
division.
deserves MVP more, Drake May or Matthew Stafford? Our YouTube family said Matthew Stafford at 59%.
Come
Our
on now.
TikTok
Who's the
family
2
said Matthew Stafford at 55%. I asked the chat, who do y'all think Acho's going to vote for MVP? Drake May or Matthew Stafford? 52% said Drake May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did they say? Who do they think was deserving?
I know one thing. I know
Matthew
before
Stafford
all
on
of y'all.
both platforms.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford, yeah.
Yeah, I know before everybody.
But they said they think Acho voting for Drake May. Based on your discourse tonight, they said you voting for Drake May. They could see it in your eyes.
No, yeah, it's tough. I mean, also Drake May's completion percentage this year was incredible too, 72%. Moving forward though, we got to talk about another guy that I heard involved in some MVP talks earlier today. I never thought I'd hear it.
He's lying.
Trevor Lawrence.
You just
because
lied.
of the way he closed out the season. This tweet says Trevor Lawrence officially pulls out the greatest quarterback single season in Jacksonville Jaguars history and solidifies himself as a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Whoa.
That's-
Whoa. Slow down now, brother. You got too much dip on your chip. A little too much dip on your chip. 38 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 4,365 yards, and a 13-4 record. The Jags secured the 3 seed today. Fellas, it was an incredible ending to the season for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
The question for you guys is, does Shady owe him an apology?
what?
What you mean what?
You were slandering the
He
man's
was
name.
killing him.
Yo, this happens all the time with you guys, yo. Y'all do this right, and then y'all backtrack.
What they do, Shady?
Y'all did the same thing with Baker Mayfield. I watched Acho argue me down like he wanted to fight me,
Shady,
jumping around.
you owe him an apology.
finish.
Why are you mentioning me?
I just said no. I don't owe him anything. Right? You jumped on Baker Mayfield's wagon, and now you back to square one again.
Bandwagon,
Yo,
clarify.
y'all jumped on Sam Darnold's bandwagon, jump all on it. Now y'all back off it. So I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity right now. Do y'all want to jump on Trevor Lawrence too? Do you want to do that?
Is it not fair to say the dude has been playing lights out?
Hold up.
Is that jumping on a bandwagon
Give
or is
him my
that being
take.
a fair analyst?
Give him my take. Give him my take. Do you want to jump on this bandwagon or no?
I want to support him for playing well. Does that count as jumping on a bandwagon?
Well, the stuff you did with Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, do you want to do that? Because I don't know what you call bandwagon. I'm just saying, do you want to do that with him or no?
Shady, are you done?
Nope. Do you want to do that?
I like to jump on the bandwagon.
All right, bet. Cool.
I actually would.
All right,
like
I'm going to keep receipts because my thing is he's the type of quarterback, I've watched him, where he plays really, really, really bad. Then he starts playing really, really good. He's all over the place. He's inconsistent. If he gets to the playoffs and he looks like the old Trevor Lawrence that we used to, you're going to do it again. You're going to ride with me.
Here's what I hate about here's what infuriates me about when Shady does this is when he gets to the playoffs, plays tougher opponents, and then struggles, we're going to kill him for struggling against tougher opponents?
What?
Like, when he gets to the playoffs...
Yes.
Shady, what's Lamar do?
Yes.
What do most quarterbacks do? Most quarterbacks get to the playoffs and struggle. I'm telling you right now, Bo Nix will struggle. Drake May will struggle. C.J. Stroud will struggle. Justin Herbert will struggle. Aaron Rodgers against these Texans will struggle. And Trevor Lawrence will probably struggle.
The difference,
like, they all finna struggle.
The difference is, you say Lamar. And Lamar in the regular season, he's always consistent for the most part. He's always a really good quarterback. Is he not?
Yeah, of course,
all
of course.
Has there been moments in Trevor Lawrence's career where you're like, man, he looks bad?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and there's moments in Trevor Lawrence's career where you're like, man, he looks really, really good.
Of course.
That's called inconsistent.
Yes.
All right. So when I speak about him like an inconsistent quarterback. So now he's playing well, and I watched Hype Bear hyping him up. Okay? Pom Pom Bear putting the pom-poms on. Oh, right?
Wow.
When we get to this game against the Buffalo Bills, they're not a great defense.
Yeah.
They're not. But it's playoff football. If he looks inconsistent like he does before, how are we not going to talk about that? Because it's the playoffs?
No, we will.
But what if he goes out there and balls out on the flip side?
We're going to find out.
Okay.
We're going to find out.
Look.
I just know this. If they have a downfall, I think it's going to be because of him. Why do I say that?
Really?
Because a lot of times when they have downfalls, it be his fault.
Like, Shady's not wrong with his assessment.
I'm never
obviously.
wrong, dog. Keep it real.
But here, if you want to keep it real, then keep it all the way real.
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence looks way different this year.
Yeah.
He looks different. He looks different than ever.
Trevor Lawrence goes as far as the running game. I've always said that.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think the best.
Shady, not this year.
I can't say that.
Not this year at all.
I think the best player on the offense is the running back. I think the best player on the offense is
ETN.
ETN.
Oh, Shady, not this year,
That's
bro.
and we gonna see.
Historically speaking, I'll give you that, but not this year.
But the way they run the offense, though, they keep it real basic, though.
Not this year, Shady.
I've been watching Trevor Lawrence. I feel like that. I don't. You do Shady.
What's basic about my dog? Be dotting you up. He be rolling out to the left, dotting you up. He be rolling out to the right, dotting you up. He be scrambling.
And he be had some games, and there's some games where I don't know where he's throwing the ball. I don't know where he's reading at. Does that not happen either?
This year?
Dog, this whole year he ain't been this fire the whole year.
But the last 2.5 months.
All right, so say that. So hold up. If we grading a player, are we not grading this whole year? We just grading a couple games.
But Shady, nobody's been great all year. Like literally nobody.
Right,
not even Matthew Stafford's been great all year.
Well, yeah, he's had 2 bad games.
Two bad games.
Cool, I'll take that. What I'm saying is, when I watch my man play, Trevor Lawrence, there's some games where I'm like, damn, he's being bad. There's some games he's playing good. I judge him how he plays.
But that's Jalen Hurts. That's Dak Prescott. That's Josh Allen. Like everybody's
there's guys that play consistent. You can play consistent and have a bad game. I'm talking about when he has a couple of bad games.
Yeah.
Did we not? Hold on. I'm just trying to make sure I'm talking about the same person. Trevor Lawrence. You tell me his whole career. You just
no, not whole career. Not whole
career.
Then.
So I keep saying this. Y'all dudes, a dude to have 11 good games in the last 2 years, and y'all jump on his bandwagon. Y'all do it every year. I watch y'all jump on Sam Darnold's freaking coattails like he was so great. Then he played late in the year last year, and he looked trash. Did he not?
Yeah.
And you was like, I can't believe it. Okay, then they get to this year. It's like you want to give him all this love, and then we get the games where he looks bad. It happens all the time. Baker Mayfield, before he even got to Tampa, had started playing well. You started loving him again.
Before Tampa?
My God. I said, dog, let these guys earn it, please. As soon as they have a good moment, y'all want this, oh my God. It don't work like that. And then when they become bad again, y'all look dumb in the face. And I'm like, I told y'all.
So then what are we supposed to do about Trevor Lawrence the last 3 months? Just wait for him to suck? Can we just wait on him to fail? We can celebrate when he fails?
What's my saying? My saying is always, when it's a bad player and he has some good moments, eventually, the bad player's going to what? And when you're a good player and you have some bad moments, the good player always shows up. It's the truth.
Shady,
have I been wrong yet, though? Tell me I haven't been wrong yet.
You're looking at it from a lens that will make you right. Shady's literally doing like the one thing they say that dictates the health of a relationship. The one thing they say dictates the health of a relationship. Do you wait for a person to make a mistake and say, I knew you were going to make that mistake? Or do you, when a person makes that mistake, you say, you know what? That's not like you. I'm surprised you make that mistake. The unhealthy relationships assume somebody's going to make a mistake, wait for them to make a mistake, and then say, I knew they were going to make a mistake. The healthy relationships see somebody make a mistake and they're like, oh, that's not in your character. Shady, what you do is wait for Trevor to make
Shady.
No times and
He
no
just
outs.
cooked.
What Shady does is wait for somebody to make a mistake and say, I knew he was sorry.
That's not true.
I
That's
knew
not,
he
that's
was
not
sorry.
true. First of all, who taught you that bullshit? Dr. Phil? Don't listen to that. That's bad relationship advice. That's why you single. Don't do that no more. Number 2, that's not true. So what happens when a dude I don't know nothing about? He comes out and he looks bad and he gets better and better and better. Okay, the next year he looks better and better and better and he comes good again. What am I supposed to say about him? He's a good player. I watched him develop and get better. Compared to a dude that was bad, looked bad, okay, he started looking good. Or started looking good. He looks bad, looks good. How am I supposed to talk about him in such a positive light like y'all do?
Care Bear need time.
I'm begging
Care Bear
for a
need time.
timeout.
You need a timeout.
What you need, a half or a full, brother?
I need a full timeout.
Full timeout. We respect timeouts.
I'm gonna give him a whole half. But I just want him is because you said something that I don't like. And I need you to address the people out there because you saying I'm waiting for him to fail? No. I only know about Trevor Lawrence from what they told me and what I watched. They told me he was generational talent. They told me he's the #1 pick overall. They told me that. Cool. Learned it. I watched him and I see an inconsistent quarterback. Times where he looks top 10 bad on the bad end and top 10 good on the good end. So I speak about him in a manner of inconsistent.
Which is fair.
All right, so where am I waiting for? So if he does bad, I'm not surprised. If Trevor Lawrence goes out here and looks trash, let's just say average. I didn't say let's say average. Are you surprised?
No, but I think
so. When I speak about him, I'm saying the same thing.
Take your time.
We gotta get the Care Bears timeout. We gotta get the Care Bears timeout.
I don't do no hating.
Shady.
He called him full
Shady,
timeout, man.
I'm sorry, brother. You're hating. Let me tell you why you're hating. You're using recycled takes, brother.
Oh.
You're using old takes, brother. You said Trevor
all the
Lawrence
tapes.
is going to go as this running game goes. You know, over the last 8 weeks of the season, Trevor Etienne averaged 3.6 yards a carry. Is that elite?
Running back.
Is that elite? No. I hear you. Trevor Etienne, their running back,
No, but I'm saying
3.6 yards a carry.
That's rushing. Now what about passing? Because he gets in the screen game too.
Oh, he does get in the screen game.
So give me those numbers too.
How was that? He had 4 touchdowns. Okay. You want to go through his numbers per game? He had 2 targets, no receptions, 0 yards.
Pull him up.
Okay, I'll pull it up. He had 30 yards against Arizona. He had 13 against Tennessee. This is passing yards. He had 8 yards against against the Colts. The one good receiving game he had was against the Jets. 4 for 73. Generationally ass secondary and passing
So
defense,
go
by
to
the
the
way.
backup.
Hold up. Let me finish. 16, and then 6 to close out the season.
Go to the backup.
While averaging 3.6 yards a carry during that 8-game stretch.
What happened?
Do you know what Trevor Lawrence did?
What'd he do?
He scored 24 touchdowns to 5 interceptions.
Go to the backup.
And they went undefeated during that stretch.
They didn't
Trevor
lose.
Lawrence is the reason why the Jags are the 3 seed right now.
Go to the
Trevor
backup.
Lawrence are the reason why they ended up turning their whole season around.
Go to the back.
Oh,
Go
my
to
God.
the
Now, I
back.
can't say I'm surprised, but the big fella just ate.
Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, man.
The big fella just ate.
Come on,
man.
man.
That was
Eat.
good.
All
That
right.
was good stuff
'Cause he
right
went- 'cause
there,
he went to
Care
some-
Bear.
'cause he went to
I
that-
mean, that's what you do. That's what you like to do. So I'm not surprised, but you did
Come
your
on
thing,
now.
big fella. That was
Okay.
that was. You
We
cooked.
want to talk about their backup. 5 yards against Houston. He had 74 against the Chargers. 17, 5, 7, and 23. Their
Yeah.
run game has not been getting that
No,
crazy
but
the past couple of weeks.
look at the pass. Look at the pass.
Okay, in the pass, he had 0, 0, 2, 0, 16, 0.
Oh, so you showing a good
It's
game.
getting worse for you.
He's showing a good game.
It's just getting worse.
All I'm
It's
gonna
getting
say-
worse.
Some milk.
I'm
all
sorry,
I'm
brother.
gonna say is this, right? Because I always be right. I'll be right way more than y'all dudes.
You're
all the
wrong
time.
right now, though.
So okay, so
Shady,
let's
stay
say-
down. Help is on the way.
Come on,
Hold
man.
up, hold up.
He's down bad
you hype
right
man.
now.
You come on, man. I don't get on you right now. stick to the chats. And you, the other lights can do.
Yeah.
All right, because I've been blowing y'all out
You on the
forever.
ropes. You
All
on
right.
the ropes.
You losing this one, though.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
you on the ropes.
Let's say I'm losing because y'all loving Trevor Lawrence. Cool, I'm cool with that. Because one thing I learned about y'all for the moment, right? Y'all got a lot of fanboy in y'all. So we gonna wait till he plays. And when
course.
it looks a certain way, I'm just gonna look at y'all because it happens all the time. Y'all dudes always y'all pipe up all these players because they have good moments. and y'all love him to death.
That wasn't even the take I was
Talk about-
arguing.
no.
I was
hold on.
arguing you were saying he goes
Talk
as the
about-
run game goes.
so hold on.
He was getting carried. He's not.
and
He's
soon-
carrying them right now.
And soon he does bad, right? You're not gonna say a word. You gonna come in here with that little face, Bear. We acting like, oh, we gonna be cool. No, don't dap me up. I don't want no dap ups. I want y'all to stick to y'all points.
That's that toxic relationship. He waiting for it to go
No.
bad.
Y'all flip flop. No, it's not. If a dude shows me who he is, I believe him. Y'all the type. Y'all. I mean, I don't know how y'all are in relationships, but it's like she'll do bad for 3 months. And she's good for 2 months, and then you all in. I'm not like that. You gotta show me you like that.
Right.
I don't need 8 games. I don't need that. I need this. Let me see some seasons. Yeah. Let me see some seasons to really say who you are.
I hear you.
No, we gonna wait. We gonna wait. We gonna find out.
This is the best of the best 8-game stretch Trevor Lawrence has ever had.
Okay, cool.
And that stretch, you didn't even let me finish though. That 8-game stretch was against one playoff team. So I got to be honest.
No.
It was against one playoff team.
Stay on that side.
Hold
Stay on that side.
No, let me finish.
Stay on that side.
Let me finish.
I don't want
You
to finish.
interrupted.
Stay on that side.
You interrupted.
I know.
You interrupted. Let me cook.
Nope.
Chill
No.
out.
Stay on that
LaShawn,
side.
I need you to chill, LaShawn.
Let him cook.
Stay on that
That
side.
one playoff team they played, the one seed in the AFC, and he put up 4 touchdowns and lit their ass up too.
Okay,
the Denver
well, we gonna find
Broncos.
out.
I'm telling you.
We're gonna find
Trevor
out.
Lawrence has been on fire the second half of the season.
We're gonna find out.
What's the
Tell
chat
me.
doing?
We're gonna find out.
Hey, listen what the chat- see what the
The
chat
chat
saying.
on Shady's head. They like, just take the L, bro. You lost. Just
Come on now.
you gotta hold that. Sit still. We got a super chat. Tall
We
up
gonna
340
find
said Shady hasn't watched the Trevor Lawrence game all season for him to mention the run game like that. Wave over 1917 said Trevor Lawrence playoff year is better than the year Hurts was MVP runner up. Hurts is inconsistent but plays well one game
Come on,
and
man.
he's
They're
a
not in the same
winner.
class, man.
Has Hurts ever thrown for 4,000?
They're not even in the same class. They're not even in the same class. It's funny. This shit is so funny because
Shady cussing now. Yeah, he's
know.
tight. He tight. He tight.
no. Because I'm saying this is not just y'all problem. This is everybody's problem. So everybody's influenced by this a year or a couple games. Because that's how the chat's talking. So I can't even blame y'all because this is what everybody does. Because the same way how they wasn't on Caleb Williams last year, now they on this year. And if he has bad last year, they oh, he's not that good. So they just flip flop. I'm more of like, yo, prove it. Let me see it. Oh, well, listen, man, you got a couple games. You got a year or two. Let me see what you got going on. So we gonna find out. But when he looks bad, I'm not gonna come here and yell. I'm just gonna look at y'all.
Hey, Tall Up 340 said in super chat. It said, "Damn, baby, drop that LaShawn Jaguars run game. Take on my lap."
That's kind of funny though.
That was a good one.
That is kind of funny.
That was a good one, Shady.
We gonna see
That was
though.
a good one. That was a good one.
I never been a fan of him like that. I always thought that Trevor was super hyped up since college.
I felt the same way too.
No.
Hey, that
Don't
was a
agree
good
with
one.
me. Please
It's
don't
on
agree with me.
tape. You can go back and look at
No.
it.
I want you to.
That tape was ass.
Everything
That
you
tape
said,
was ass.
I want to hear it.
Come on, give me a second.
Yeah, we sending that tape
my
right on
goodness.
down to Magic City.
Yeah,
they said, man.
that tape gotta go. Not allowed to speak easy. All right. Look, keeping it pushing. Let's talk about another quarterback that LaShawn McCoy does not believe in. Bo Nix. Today, they played the Chargers, and Bo Nix was getting outplayed at halftime by backup quarterback Trey Lance. You see the halftime stats. 6 of 10, 38 passing yards, 43 rushing yards. There was also this tweet. Bo Nix today had 141 passing yards, and 138 of those yards were after they made the catch. This might be the most disgusting one seed ever. I'm sorry, 138 yak on 141 is crazy. That's terrible. Do you guys think that Bo Nix is not the dog? Do you think that Bo Nix is the Broncos' weakest link?
Bo Nix was awful today. Awful. There's no way around it. He was awful today. He missed gimmies. He missed easy stuff. Playing against Chargers backups. Derwin James didn't play. Khalil Mack didn't play. One of their linebackers suspended. The other starter didn't play. And the Broncos had to play their starters through 3.5 quarters because the Broncos offense couldn't ice the game. The Broncos had short fields and couldn't get touchdowns. Sack force fumbles, Nick Bonito can't score off of them. So here's my fear. And I think everything Shady just argued on his last take, he could use all of that for this conversation in case y'all missed it. Everything Shady said about Trevor Lawrence, he could say about Bo Nix. Because the dilemma with Bo Nix is we know Bo Nix is going to come into the playoffs. And we know that he's going to struggle. Now, can they still win when he struggles? Absolutely. They did today. Justin Herbert wasn't playing, but their defense is good enough to win when Bo Nix struggles. But we know Bo Nix is going to go into the playoffs and have, if he plays 3 games, he'll have 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Like, we know this is going to happen. So, Bo Nix is a cause for concern. Can he get it done? Yes, because that defense, like the Seahawks, like really every team in the AFC outside of the Patriots with Josh Allen, the Bills with Josh Allen.
So you don't like Bo Nix today?
He struggled mightily.
But you liked him before?
Mightily.
Liked him before? Or?
I think he's capable.
Okay.
I think he's
Bo Nix?
capable.
No.
Yeah, he's need now. He's
Today-
not.
I've never believed in Bo
Okay,
Nix.
never
I'm
liked
just
Bo
making sure
Nix.
y'all flip flop.
No.
I always talked about Bo Nix. I said he's okay. Really good coach with him with Sean Payton. Great defense. They don't ask him to do much. I'm just not a big believer in him. We gonna find out though, right? Maybe he could change everybody's opinion. He got to go out there and play. We gonna find out.
Yeah, I think at the end of the season, when coaches are dialing up their best stuff, everyone's in the most rhythm that they possibly could be. People are beat up and whatnot. That defense is going to show out. They're going to do their thing. But Bo Nix, I can't trust him to go out there and give me a better game than a Drake May to win. At this point, I can't trust him to go out there and give me a better game than a Trevor Lawrence to win. We saw it 2 weeks ago. I don't trust Bo Nix to be able to go out there and win a serious playoff game. Even though they're at home, it doesn't matter. That defense is playing amazing. I don't think it matters. Bo Nix is not going to do enough on the opposite side of the ball to be able to win them playoff games. I don't, especially multiple. I think they win one, maybe, but I don't see them going to the Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, I would actually favor them losing in the divisional round.
Really?
They might just be out.
But here's my thing. All these AFC teams are the same. They're all built the same way.
Yeah.
The Steelers are a poor man's version of all of them, but they're all built the same way outside of the Bills. And I think the way the Bills are beat is probably going to give the Bills an exit. The Texans, C.J. Stroud has been mightily inconsistent the last 2 years. The Jags, to Shady's point, Trevor Lawrence has been mightily inconsistent in his career. Drake May, he's only played 2 years, but he's been mightily inconsistent if we want to be fair, those 2 years. Obviously, rookie year, second year. So he's been mightily inconsistent. Justin Herbert, he's been mightily inconsistent when you consider playoffs and lack thereof. They're all the same team. So, like, though I have my doubts on Bo Nix, I don't doubt Bo Nix any more than I doubt Justin Herbert, any more than I doubt Trevor Lawrence, any more than I doubt C.J. Stroud. Now, I can have more confidence because Stroud in the playoffs, he low-key turns up. But, like, they're all the same team. They're the same as the Seahawks, bro.
Yeah.
They're, like, about 9 of the 14 playoff teams are all the exact same team. I trust Bo Nix as much, if not more, than I trust Sam Darnold. Same team. The same team.
Yeah. Do you think there's a world in which, I mean, we saw him last year in the playoffs. It wasn't pretty. Like, do you think there's a world in which Bo Nix could step up in the playoffs and do what's required?
Absolutely. Because what's required, bro? What's required is Nick Bonito gets the sack, force fumble, you get the ball at the 40-yard line. Sean Payton's going to call a half roll. It's a half-field read with a deep post on the back end. Bo Nix make the throw. That's what's required.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard. Pat Surtain is going to lock up. Bro, I was watching Pat Surtain like crazy today.
He's ridiculous.
I had a couple matchups on it. PrizePicks, Code Speakeasy. I was watching Pat Surtain like crazy today. You know how many sacks he forces? Because if you look his way, Shady, the moment you look his way, you waste a half a second just looking left.
Yeah.
You dude can't get off a jam. So Trey Lance is looking left, Pat Surtain is jamming that dude up. Next thing you know, Bonito sack. Bo Nix doesn't have to do much. And here's what we have to be honest about. We had Julian Love, starting safety for the Seahawks yesterday. He Sam Darnold's defender. We asked him, Shady asked, hey, what you think about Sam Darnold? What Julian Love say? His own teammate.
Immediately.
Good run game. We play good defense. Make sure we hold the opponent to under 20. We trust Sam. That's his own teammate.
Yeah.
That's not Shady McCoy.
That's so crazy to say.
Bro, that is a player in the locker room.
So when I be talking about saying, why you don't agree with me then?
No, you have to. That is a player in the locker room. So if you're a Bronco, what you saying if you pass or 10? Hey, bruh, run game, play good defense, we gonna be all right. Run game, good defense, we gonna be all right. Like, where do you rank Bo Nix amongst AFC Qs?
Wow. In the playoffs?
In the playoffs.
In the playoffs? Wow.
Where y'all rank him amongst AFC Qs? It's gonna be good.
I'm not taking him over Drake May. I'm not taking him over Josh Allen. I'm not.
C.J. Stroud? No.
I'm not taking him over C.J. Stroud.
But I think you can plant him right there.
Yeah.
I'm not taking him over Aaron Rodgers. After what I saw today, I don't think I'm taking him over Aaron Rodgers. Put Aaron Rodgers on the Broncos right now. Might be having a different conversation.
He can't move like that though.
Yeah, he won't
I
fit.
don't
Yeah, he
care.
won't
It's
fit.
Aaron
But
Rodgers.
He won't fit in that offense. He can't move.
Okay. You take him over Justin Herbert?
You have to in the playoffs.
Justin
like you
Herbert does
have
sell
to
in the playoffs. But what
Shady,
have you
he's
seen?
sold.
You saw a 31-7 blowout.
I'm not taking him over.
Shady
Justin
4
Herbert.
picks
I'm not taking him over Justin Herbert.
in the playoffs. I didn't say
Nowhere. Playoffs, not. I'm not. I can't do it. Can't do it. I done seen enough. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Even a hobbled Herbert?
healthy.
Man.
Herbert in the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, that's true too, but
That Broncos
Especially
defense
a
is special, bro.
Bo Nix? I don't know. Like Bo Nix?
Yeah, he's not good.
I can't even say his name without being confident. Bo Nix?
I don't know.
Okay, next question. Rank the AFC defenses in the playoffs.
Oh. Texans 1,
Yep, and then what?
Broncos 2.
Bingo. Stop.
Yeah.
It balances out.
Yeah.
what you did there.
Yeah.
It balances out.
Yeah.
Because if you rank the quarterbacks in the AFC, Bills 1. Defenses in the AFC, Bills last.
Yeah.
Rank the quarterbacks in the AFC.
Or the Steelers, yeah.
Broncos 2. Rank the defense in the AFC. Broncos 2. Rank the quarterbacks in the AFC. Bo Nix second to last. Rank the defenses in the AFC. Texans 1. Rank the quarterbacks in the AFC. CJ Stroud fourth from last.
So what are we expecting from this AFC side of the playoff?
It's gonna be a
bracket, though?
bloodbath.
That's
It's anything.
It's going to
It's
be
really
anything
anybody's.
can happen.
Yeah. Anybody but the Steelers. That's what it feels like. It feels like
Anything
anybody
but
can
the
win it but the
Steelers.
Steelers.
That's actually a really good way to put it. I think
So the Steelers are just middle of the pack on both.
on both.
Yeah, they're
on
just
both.
yeah.
Quarterback is
That's
cool.
crazy.
What's the Jaguars defense like?
I think they're top 12.
Anybody but the Steelers and Chargers. Sorry, let me throw them in there as well.
You don't think Chargers?
Hell no. Super
Bro,
Bowl.
you see that defense?
The defense is solid.
That defense was crazy.
Yeah, I like that
There's 3 other defenses better than them, or 2.
Two.
They could be there with the Patriots.
Yeah. It's gonna be
defense.
crazy, bro. This playoff picture gonna get funky.
No,
Jaguars
playoff teams are
12.
discussing this.
Jaguars 12.
Total
yeah.
defensive. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, well, we begged to have Patrick Mahomes not back in it again, and now look at what we got, man. So it is what it is. Look, we have to talk about Carolina Panthers making the playoffs. Go ahead, cheer, Rome.
Yes.
I know you want to cheer. There it is.
As Shady
Yeah.
says, we have to.
Yeah, I don't know why we have to, but apparently we have to. I think did Rome just include this sneakily? Is that what happened? Okay, look, the Panthers won the division today as an 8-9 team by way of the Falcons beating the Saints.
Crazy,
The most disgusting division in all of football for I think a decade straight, outside of when Tom Brady just went off for those years. For the first time in 10 years, the Panthers are the NFC South champs for the first time since going to the Super Bowl with Cam Newton. Now they're going to be facing off against the Rams in a home wild card round. The last time we saw this matchup, the Rams dropped that game on the road to Carolina. Do you guys think that the Panthers can have lightning strike twice and beat the Los Angeles Rams at home?
Wait, what seed is the Rams? 6?
4.
5.
Oh no, 5.
Rams
Yeah,
five,
because the
Panthers 4.
Panthers are 4.
The Panthers can pull it off, but it's going to take the exact same recipe. Can you duplicate it? What was the recipe? It was picking off Matthew Stafford in the end zone. That's 7 points, running it back. What was the recipe? It was picking off Matthew Stafford again. What was the recipe? It was Bryce Young on 4th down, going 2 for 2 for 2 touchdowns and I believe 87 passing yards on 4th down alone.
Yeah.
What was the recipe? Matthew Stafford driving to win the game, you go sack, force fumble. That was the recipe.
Yeah.
So the Panthers can beat the Rams again, but it wasn't like a fluke. It was playing excellent and forcing the Rams to play bad. Can you play excellent again? Not good, not okay, not mediocre. Bryce Young was 2 for 2, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns on 4th down alone.
Yeah. Bryce Young had a 147
Can he do that
passer rating.
again?
Man, that's a fluke. They're gonna beat the hell out of the Panthers. They shouldn't even be in the playoffs. And another thing, we didn't talk about this. There needs to be a law or rule about this. You 8-9 in the playoffs, and you got a home game. How's that even possible, though? I'm being serious. Nah, yo, nah. Listen, go to the playoffs because that has to happen, obviously. But that division is so bad. There needs to be a rule. If you are record-wise, it should matter who gets the home field. How they hosting a home field game? Think about that.
It's the auto bids.
That's some bull crap.
What was wrong with college football last year? They changed.
Shady, you don't. But given what the Panthers have defensively, and also given that they're not scared of the Rams, because they're not afraid of them. They already beat them, and they beat them in Los Angeles, and they beat them when the Rams were smoking hot. I think they Rams won like 5, 6, 7 games straight. Smoking hot.
You talking about they
Panthers.
played in Carolina.
And it was
First time?
wasn't it like
No,
a rainstorm or
bad.
something like that? No, that's
Yeah,
not
it was raining outside too.
Yeah.
But Carolina did run the ball at 40 for 164 on the ground. And it was constant like chunk like just not 30, 40 yards, not chunks, but like just a constant 4 or 5 yards of carry.
I just think this, man. I think you can be scared. Just because you beat, you can be scared. Like, damn, we got to play them again? Yes, you do. And I think the MVP, Matthew Stafford's going to show up. I think Sean McVay going to show up and do what he do best. And then on defense, they're going to have some pride. Because the way they ran the ball on them the first game was ugly. All I'm saying is this, Acho, is I don't want to waste too much time on the Carolina Panthers. This game is going to get ugly, man. Like Bryce Young. I like Bryce Young, but he's super inconsistent. So I'll talk about him inconsistent. I don't know what game he's going to give us. I know one thing. He turned that ball over against the Rams. It's going to get ugly fast. So I don't think this game's going to be competitive at all.
Wow.
Don't let the playoffs fool y'all like every game's going to be competitive because it's the playoffs.
No,
I think the Panthers.
And this is one of them games.
This is also Bryce Young's first playoff game. We've seen him like here, then we've also seen him like way down here as well. I think it's going to be one of those situations where the moment's a little too big for him, especially at home. Everything's all on your side.
But what about
you beat
this?
him already.
But Shady, but speak to this though. The Panthers are playing with house money.
Yeah.
Even Panthers fans I talked to was like, yo, y'all really need to make the playoffs? They're like, bro, we won 8 games this year. Like, that was a win for me. Panthers are playing so free. The spread is going to be the largest probably all playoffs for this game. So, like, if you're the Rams, it's a if you win, you're supposed to win. But if you lose,
No, there's no if in this game. They're not gonna lose to them. They probably mad in the 5th seed.
Yeah.
This is a Super Bowl caliber type of team. They got everybody coming back. Devontae Adams coming back this game. They're gonna be rolling.
No upset alert then.
Hell no. The Panthers?
Now the Rams open as a 10.5 point favorite.
The Panthers might lose this game. They might lose this game by themselves. They bad, man. I don't know what y'all be watching.
But only thing is, Shady, we've seen them beat them before. So you're right. But like, I can't ignore. I think it was J.C. Horn got a pick. Maybe Mike Jackson got a pick. I can't ignore.
Acho, man. I mean, as long as you've been gambling, you know how that works. Sometimes the most favorite team may lose to the worst team. It happens all the time. They ain't gonna happen twice though. They ain't gonna happen. They might have hung out a little bit. I've been there. Hey, man, we got the Bears.
Yeah.
The Browns. All right, you know, let's do it. One more shot. One more shot tonight. All right, we gotta go early tomorrow. They not doing it this game. Yeah, we're gonna get good rest, good sleep. Puka gonna be he gonna be focused. No distractions, no streamers and all that. It's playoff football.
Yeah.
Right? Old ass Stafford gonna be getting some sleep with his wife. Normal stuff. They're ready to play, bro.
Is there a weird world where the Panthers match up well against them? Panthers have 2 really good corners. Rams have 2 really good receivers.
It's the Panthers, man.
No.
It's the Panthers, dude.
No, I think they caught lightning in a bottle that first time. I mean, since then they're 1-3. They did everything they possibly could to lose the division.
Here's why. The only reason I don't like the lightning in the bottle thing is like lightning in a bottle to me is like ball went off a dude's helmet and turned into a pick. Lightning in a bottle is like a kicker, Young Wei-Koo, when he forgets to kick the field goal.
Yeah.
That stuff that like is fluky. Picking off Matt Stafford on an out route, that's not fluky. Like, really good job by the DB, really good break, great job. Picking off Matthew Stafford in the end zone, if you got my J.C. Horn, an all-pro corner, it's not fluky. Like, he's a good player. So, lightning in a bottle is like, is stuff that could not happen again.
The Panthers beating the Rams cannot happen again. I'm sorry, like that's.
I tried.
That's you
Reese,
know it
keep
too.
pounding.
Yeah, you know it too. It
Rome,
just,
keep pounding.
yeah,
They bad, man.
It's tough.
Hashtag.
This will probably be the least watched game.
They did move it ahead of the other game. Like, it's the Saturday, I think, afternoon game. Because Packers-Bears are Saturday night. They were like, you know what?
Yeah,
Let's make it
the first one. We get it.
Let's get it out the way. It's the appetizer. It's
It
like
is what
the
it
bread.
is.
This is a bread. It's not
Now
even
look,
like calamari or nothing.
It could, it could set off one of the craziest playoffs you've ever seen.
It could.
This playoffs has the opportunity to be one of the most wild playoffs we've ever seen. Like, but
100%.
Yeah, does that happen though? We don't. Fairy tales aren't real, man. No. I learned a long time ago in high school. First crush. Rom-coms aren't real things, man.
What's more likely to happen? Bo Nix gets to the Super Bowl or the Panthers upset the Rams right here?
Panthers upset.
Bo Nix getting to the Super Bowl is more likely, bro.
Ooh.
Bo Nix getting to the Super Bowl with that defense is more likely than them beating the Rams. They're not beating the Rams.
No.
They're not.
Damn, is that hopeless for the
It's
Panthers?
that hopeless for the Carolina Panthers. Yes.
I would agree with them if the Panthers hadn't beat them already.
Yeah.
I'd agree with everything they're saying.
Bro, I can see how that game went. They didn't take it serious. We all been there.
You're not wrong.
See, we got a $5 super chat. Black Ball and Music Group said, "Watch your tone, Care Bear, about the NFC South champs. Same team, knock your boys off the throne. Y'all ain't been back since. You beat an awful team.
Oh, I got some Care Bear super chats.
Like,
if we want to get back to those,
talking about?
they called
what
him
are we
Bora
talking
Bora Bear. They called
That's
him.
okay. Y'all finna be right there with us. We will
Gummy
win the
Bear.
same amount of playoff games this year. I guarantee you.
But you can't do that. They in the playoffs, though. You can't.
Congrats.
Rome, this last one?
Congrats, man.
Hey,
Look, hold on. One more thing.
what
One more
happened?
thing. I just wanted to talk to y'all about this. Today, let me pull up a tweet for it so we have visual. But today, history was made. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and today history was made, and one of these coaches got to get fired, brother. One of these coaches got to get fired. Today, the New York Jets became the first team in NFL history to go an entire season without an interception.
Nice suit, though.
Nice suit. Yeah.
Fellas, Aaron Glenn has to be fired. Has to be.
He black, man. Not yet. Not yet.
You are a defensive-minded former DB. And you just set history. Not in a 16-game season has it ever been done. But in a 17-game season,
It's hard to not
your
get a pick.
defense.
But talk about why-
How do you a tip pass didn't even
hard to
happen,
not
and
get a
you
pick.
couldn't even catch a pick.
It's hard to not get
talk
that.
about-
This is generationally ass.
Like, there's about 600 passes were thrown.
Guys.
But I'm trying
And
to
you
ask
didn't
y'all.
get a pick. in
So wait,
six-
but wait, why you mad? I mean, what's he supposed to do? He's supposed to catch balls or something?
Brother,
What you want him to do? Go out there and catch, do
Come on,
back?
Shady, let's be real.
I'm asking y'all a question. I'm asking y'all.
I want him to coach the DBs in a manner that they understand route concepts so that they can get interceptions.
and you don't think he's doing that at all?
But he obviously not.
Y'all know who held the previous record? Who? Emmanuel Acho's San Francisco 49ers. 2 interceptions in a season.
we even got
2018.
2.
But I'm saying I've seen there's times where they had tip passes. Sauce Gardner had one and dropped them, and y'all blame this on the head coach.
Shady.
I'm
He had
asking
an
y'all a question.
Aaron
right?
Rodgers is in the playoffs. He had an opportunity to keep him. You are a
Bro, they finna cut
defensive-minded
Justin
coach.
Fields, I seen.
Yes,
mean-
they're going to cut Justin Fields. You are a
Okay.
defensive-minded coach, and your
that's-
secondary, your position of specialty, had the worst season of an NFL secondary in NFL history.
But y'all
and on
not-
top of that, you did 2 fake punts in the same drive. I'm still not over that. Two fake punts on the same drive. They should have fired him right there.
But I'm saying, like, you brought up the record. I'm cool with that. But I'm saying, like, what you want him to do? What y'all want him to do?
Well, I have a super chat from earlier to get to that's relevant here. Sub-Zero X5X said, I feel like asking Shady to comment negatively about any coach he played for or is an African-American coach is like talking to a brick wall. What has Bowles done to keep his job? His defense is ass.
Well, I'll tell you what Bowles did. Bowles took Baker Mayfield. Now check this. Now look.
Okay. Oh,
They-
he's sitting up.
He's sitting up.
He's sitting
Now
up.
look. Now look. Now look.
He's sitting up.
This person's probably not black, so I'm gonna talk to them first.
Okay.
When Bowles signed Baker Mayfield, I said, Coach, what the hell are you doing? I called him.
Yeah.
I'm lying. We was at a fight. You know, front row and all that. I said, Coach, why you getting Baker Mayfield? He said, for the team we have and the money out there that the quarterbacks want, this would be an easier,
Transition.
right?
Acquisition.
Exactly, because he's not gonna be super expensive, but he's gonna be a decent number.
Yep.
And I think we can make the playoffs with him. I said, okay, all right, bet. And since he's been there, they've only made the playoffs. This is the only year he hasn't made the playoffs.
First year they haven't.
So I respect it because you're giving your team a chance to go there.
Yeah.
Now, we all knew how bad, well, most of us knew how bad Baker Mayfield was, right? But he was good enough over there to go to the playoffs. Number 2, it might be because he's a brother. I do love brothers. And we don't get a chance in the NFL to coach as head coaches. But my thing is, when you have a bad team that's drafting number 1, number 2, number 3 every other year, you bring a coach in there, I mean, he got to blow that whole thing up and get the players he wants in there. The players that fit his scheme. You know what I'm saying? The player that can understand the way he coaches. Because some players can't understand certain coaching. Right? You yelling at me, you cuss me out. Some players like that. Some players can't like that.
Yeah.
Well, I got to make sure I get the players that can understand it and like that. And that's what he's doing. So I'm not against Aaron Glenn yet. Now next year, he need to show me some proof. Yeah. Are you getting better? Because if not, he had a roll. But I'm not gonna fire coach in his first year. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. So you think Pete Carroll deserves to stay too?
Big Bear trying to be funny, but I'm keeping it real.
Nah, do you think Pete Carroll deserves to stay too?
No, he's trash. He's been trash for a long time.
Hey,
It's his first year.
No, he's been trash for a long time. When the last time he been good?
Why you rile up 2-5?
No, because they won't be funny here. So I'm gonna school them. They need to be schooled. Cause they don't,
Yeah, let
when
me
the
know.
last time he been good though? It's Pete Carroll. It's been a long time.
About 11.
He been ass for a long time. He ain't been winning no games.
10 Round of applause.
Hey.
Baby, make that Glenn clap.
Oh,
I thought he was gonna say Carroll.
In my defense,
That's
I thought he was going to
I'm
say
sorry,
Carroll.
bro. That zero interceptions.
I'm with Shady though. That's not
How's-
Aaron
17
Glenn's fault though.
Okay, he knows so much. So tell us why he should be blamed for his DBs not catching the ball. I just want to know though, because so I know if I ever get asked, I can know how to answer it.
Because he is the first coach in NFL history to not get his DBs to catch at least one pick
Oh,
in
okay.
a 17-game season.
That's the answer, huh?
Absolutely.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I'm not a fan
Hold on,
of that.
can we
I'm
name
not a
another
fan of
coach that
too.
has done 2 fake punts on the
I,
same drive?
I got one for you. So real quick. So if a team has no wide receiver touchdowns the whole year, right? Are we gonna blame everything on the offensive coordinator or the wide receiver coach?
I know that coach is getting fired.
Okay,
That's what I
so
know.
so what happened with the Chiefs? His name was Andy Reid. Jamal Charles had all the touchdowns. They had no wide receiver touchdown out of the whole team.
When was this?
You do your homework because you know so much. You do your homework.
It was 2014. They had like Dante Bowe.
He don't.
I
So
think Dante
this
Bowe
what
right
I
there.
this
What was
what
the
I
record
don't
that year?
This what I don't like because Care Bear
Playoffs.
to say that Aaron Glenn didn't get his DBs to catch one interception, right? Then do we have to credit Ed Reed's coach
Travis
for all of
Kelce.
the interceptions that Ed Reed got when he was playing? I don't like. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't say,
Go
"Oh,
thir-
Ed
go-
Reed
go
got
13
Ed Reed got all the picks he got because of his head coach."
But here's his point, though. If you are a quarterback guru and your quarterback leads the league in picks, why are you there? If you're a defensive specialist and you have the worst defensive football, why are you there? If you're a head coach that's a defensive coach that's a former DB and you're not taking the ball away,
Yeah.
why are you there?
I agree with that
That's
if
where
the
I'm getting
talent was there. If it wasn't an issue of talent,
But here's my thing: in the
that never
NFL,
happened.
somebody's capable.
Keep
of
going.
getting
Keep
a
going.
pick.
Okay,
Put a
yeah.
10.
That's my thing. Like
It
that.
happens.
It was
Somebody,
Dwayne Bowe that
somebody's
Dwayne Bowe
cap-
got the touchdown. It was probably that 2012
somebody's
season.
capable of getting a pick.
Yeah, it was like one wide receiver that had
Yeah.
touchdowns. Dwayne Bowe. In
Can we get to
2011.
some good news
Look,
before we
man.
get out this show?
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Hold
go
on,
and get
hold
to
on,
some
hold
good
on.
news, man.
Because your boy was on the heater today, Social Trade.
Oh wow.
And y'all are gonna be mad at me.
Yeah.
Shady, you might even be mad at me.
cooked.
Care Bear, you might even be mad at
Oh,
me.
I done seen it all, which I ain't mad at you ever.
Oh wait, is this
But
another
look.
one that he didn't let us know
I
about?
Another
went
one.
crazy on prize picks
Another
today.
one?
Rome.
Oh, multiple.
Let's just
Try.
back to back to back
Four.
to back with him.
There's no
2-5.
shot.
What you
This
got?
was my first ticket,
Four.
bro. 500 paid 5,000. Prize picks code Speakeasy. Trevor Lawrence hit the under on 2. Oh, Rome, go back. I'm not yet done yet. Trevor Lawrence hit the under, and y'all know I bet tackles. I'll be watching my tape, and I bet off that. Alex Singleton over 6.5. He hit 7. Pat Surtain, stop trying him. Under 4.5, he hit 3. And then this safety for the Raiders, I don't even know who he is. I just know he's a free safety. And the Chiefs quarterback sucks. He ain't throwing it deep. I knew he wasn't getting the 6 tackles. He also got hurt. Next ticket. Another 500 ticket hit 5,000. Jags safety, free safety. I knew he wasn't getting the 6 tackles. Cam Ward can't throw it deep. Jags linebackers. I knew he wasn't going to play all 4 quarters. Soon as they won, he was out. Greg Newsome, he got hurt, but I knew he wasn't going to hit them tackles. Passer Tan trusted him. Hit that ticket. That's 10. Next ticket. Knew that Jag safety wasn't going to get it again. Myles Garrett had to get a sack. Had to break the record. Had to do that. Okay, against the.
All 3 of these?
There's one more coming. Next ticket. And then this little joint. Tony Pollard, he had to break, I think, 1,000 yards rushing. Knew that was going to happen. Dylan Sampson knew he was going to catch at least one screen pass because Shedeur couldn't push it downfield today. And then that safety, free safety. Remember, the Chiefs quarterback, he can't do nothing. Your boy went crazy on
All
the
right,
day.
look, now you did good, so I can't give you too much.
Oh, real quick, though, let me plug. Let me plug.
Go do your plug.
Prize Picks, drop that code, Speakeasy. Y'all know what it is. We show love. I'm going to give y'all my tickets. Y'all just DM Social Trade. If Social Trade don't get back to you, that's on it. Who you calling? Who you calling?
I'm trying to make sure this number works.
Oh,
I'm trying to make sure this number. If you want to zoom in, I'm trying to make sure that.
Hello?
Oh wow. Oh, you really are a greedy SOB, man. That's crazy.
I can't hear you.
Nah, I hung up on him.
I can't.
Well,
No, I would think someone with my number, who I've requested, you know what I mean, to let me maybe tail some of the picks that
He
they
said
were
you
making.
hard headed though. That's what he said.
That's crazy.
He said
You think I be in there changing stuff?
Well, you know what?
Nah,
you know
that's
what? As much sympathy as I feel for you, Care Bear, as hard as it may be for you to feel like, damn, my man didn't hit me with the PrizePicks plays. I can tell you, it feels much worse to be as underpaid and overworked as I am, and then get a text message in the middle of the day like, "Yo, Social Trey, look at this $12,000 I won today with your broke ass.
Come on now.
Hide the money.
Yeah.
There's poor people around, y'all.
I know that
Just
wedding was
rubbing it all in my
expensive.
face. Pause.
Yeah.
4 tickets just flashed $1,000, $1,500, $5,000, $4,000, $3,000 with your broke ass.
It's broke people.
Hide the money,
Hey, yo,
y'all.
look,
It's poor
look.
people around.
This
Crazy,
dude is really
dog.
greedy, bro.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Now the rule is this though:
Talk to me.
when you gambling, right?
Yeah.
You can't put the same dude on different tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did notice that.
Because if one don't make
They
it,
all gone.
They all gone.
But if you really believe in them,
Don't do that shit. Don't
Ever?
give me no
Yeah.
logic. Don't tell me he's good, he's not. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. That's the
I know,
number one rule.
No, that is. Here's my problem. On PrizePicks, it's like multiple multipliers. So free safety for the Raiders. I'm like, that Oludokin quarterback for the Chiefs, he can't throw.
yeah.
So free safety's not getting tried at all. Jags, if y'all really was paying attention, Jags weren't going to play all 4 quarters because as soon as they had that Titans game locked up, they was mentioning those dudes. I just took Jags unders on every ticket. Rome, go back to that Jags ticket. Here's how I want to put y'all on game. I took 3 Jags defenders. Not this one, Rome. I took 3 Jags. There it is. Every Jags defender, I just took the under. Because I was like, they not playing 4 quarters. So I took him, under, him, under, him, under.
Yeah.
You feel like that was the strategy. I was like, oh, they not playing all 4 quarters.
You was sweating for that middle one, though.
Bruh.
You was sweating.
Bruh.
You was sweating.
Which one?
Middle one.
Right there, 8.5.
Nigerian
under
dude. I
eight.
had to
Under 8.5, and he had 8.
root against my own
Yeah, you was
bro.
sweating. You was
I
sweating.
had to root against my own
can't- I mean,
Nigerian.
Hey,
some of
Trey,
these
I think
dudes-
we should unionize, brother.
Ooh.
I'm telling you.
Here in the
A
Ethan!
light-skin union
I
here.
like, oh, yeah, look at it.
Yeah,
look
no,
at
look
it. Yeah.
at look at
Ethan, do that thing you're
Look at him
supposed
right
to do.
there,
There it
man.
is.
Look,
There it is.
ladies
There
and
it is.
gentlemen, use promo code Speakeasy on PrizePicks to get your lineups done. You know what it is. Look, we've had a great show. We're gonna be back here tomorrow night once again.
What game is it?
The games are
Shady,
done.
you work on Mondays.
Come on.
No, I thought-
You're not working this Thursday, though.
No, I thought we worked after every game.
Shady,
the
you're
con-
not working this Thursday.
No, the contract say you work after every football game.
Shady.
Look at
You
Hot
have
Show
a
and Hot Water
calendar
again,
alert?
man. Again.
Yeah,
I'm just-
listen,
Shady-
when you start bragging
Shady-
about all this money you making, it's the
Shady, I'm telling you.
face,
wait.
yeah.
Shady, you find the lawyers. We can unionize. I'm telling you
No,
right
no,
now.
no,
We
y'all
really
your
got
own.
this.
Y'all piss me off. Y'all your own.
Well, how we piss you
Yo,
off? Because
y'all-
you had an ass
What I
take.
do?
When you have ass takes, you be saying shit. I don't do all that. Y'all showing. So that's what we on. So
on
stay
now.
on y'all sides. There's no
He
union.
just hates I brought numbers into it. That's
It's
crazy.
in the,
man.
yeah, because he be saying shit. I'm like,
He was just wrong. It's okay.
See,
All right,
and
so
this
next time
why
you
Malcolm and Martin couldn't
when I
be
be
great.
trying, when you be saying football shit
This why
don't
they
be
couldn't
right.
be great.
I be trying to give you a pass because you don't be knowing sometimes. I be trying to give you a pass. But
Okay.
No, ain't no okay. we all for ourselves now though. Know
He heard
that.
about that
Oh,
one.
wow.
Real quick.
Okay.
I thought after every game, no. Let's let me
It's
just
the
let you my man.
playoff,
It's let-
Shady.
But it's Monday.
Yeah, so now you're here Saturday, Sunday, Mondays.
Yo,
but I
no
remember-
Thursdays no more.
No,
No, but-
Thursdays.
I know, but the deal was the contract said after
You don't have a
every
contract
after every
this year.
game. Look, I work. I don't need no contract.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get up
You
out of here.
might do it.
man.
I'll work.
It has been a phenomenal
It's all right,
show.
the clock. We
will be back here tomorrow night,
I'll tell you what,
11:15 p.m.
Let him
Eastern.
stay home and just give me a fifth of what you pay him.
Goodness gracious.
Listen.
10:15 p.m.
no,
Central,
no, 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 no.
8:15 p.m. Pacific, and 5:15 p.m. Hawaii Aleutian time. But we do not respect Mountain
Mountain
Time
Time,
here in the
y'all.
Speakeasy. Yes, Hawaii is now in the sign-off.
What a
Look,
show.
for Care Bear Kieran, LaShawn Shady McCoy, Emmanuel Acho, Social Trey, and everyone in the back, make some noise in the back.
Shout out
Maybe
to
if
the
the
gang in
Panthers and
back.
Seahawks win, we'll let them come on camera. But until then, we will see you guys tomorrow right back here in the Speakeasy.
Peace.